Niners! David Hodge, I'm delighted to see you back. That was an accident. You know, in our quest to pick off the TROWLSs, it was an accident. You got caught in the crossfire. We will continue to blast at those clowns all show long. So, but we're going to be careful. Shoot carefully, because anybody that comes here claiming he loves Tribe, that's a dead giveaway. Chris Hansen does not love Tribe, and he has not seen the light because Tribe showed it to him. If you're going to be a troll, be a little smart. That's just stupid. All right, hey fam. BA and Deebo to be continued. I'm delighted myself. I really am. Headline today is John Lynch has no intentions of trading Deebo or Brandon Aiyuk, and I say that because he said that. Here in the month of May, the 49ers appear to be done with feeding the media things to talk about regarding the two top receivers in San Francisco. General Manager John Lynch joined the Pat McAfee Show yesterday and cleared that matter up, or did he? Is there an argument to offer? Well, it's a big show. So I had you in mind the whole time I was writing this up. So please, get in here. Papa Dragon, who always offers that voice of reason concept, right? And at the same time, it gives you food for thought. Pop, you can do that. It's okay. Guys, don't be afraid. It's what we do. So tonight, continue to the phones for your continued concerns about the possibility that it's still full steam ahead with Deebo and Aiyuk. And do you approve or not approve of the move to keep him, which appears to be? By the way, you'll find the phone number and PIN number right down at the base of your monitoring device and in the description as well. Get on in here. Let's talk. GM Lynch appears to have moved beyond the trade rate speculations and that the media was selling before and during the NFL draft. They were nonstop. They had him being traded the night of the draft. They had him being traded days before the draft. It's a typical routine they go through. But every year we bite on it. Every year I always wonder if it's true. They're going to next year somebody else. In fact, who's up for contract next year? We can start worrying about it and talking about it now. I'm surprised the media hasn't. Fearless Leader is now focused on the upcoming 2024 season and preparing his roster for a Super Bowl run, as he should be. Stop fooling around with the media and do the things and spend energy on stop losing in the postseason. Stop it, stop it, stop it. This roster expected to include both Brandon Aiyuk and Deebo Samuel, unless there's that deal, as Lynch and Shannon are always saying, because our doors never closed. I mean, we're willing to talk. If an offer completely blows us away, sure, we'll consider it. God. This roster expected to include both Brandon Aiyuk and Deebo Samuel, unless there is that deal, as Lynch and Shannon are always saying, that just blows him off the phone. They're going to say it again this year, too, so be prepared for that. And after coming close to winning the Super Bowl last season, but falling short in overtime with Kansas City, Lynch recognizes the opportunity this team has to make another run with its core group. And they do, fam. They're stacked to the bone. They don't need to keep losing this. They're losing to inferior products. Why? That's what they should work on. Don't worry about Aiyuk and Deebo. Get this fixed. Lynch was hanging out yesterday with ESPN's Pat McAfee on his show, Pat McAfee and his gang. These guys on his show are hilarious, aren't they? Big Show, listen to this. This is a quote from I'm doing everything in my power to keep our roster together, and that's my goal. And I don't question that. I've got so much belief when you talk about guys like Brandon Aiyuk and Deebo. They're guys we drafted. They're guys we take a lot of pride in, what they become, who they become, and we couldn't be more proud of those guys, unquote. Oh, but does that sound like a man that's just lying and blowing smoke? I don't think so. Multiple reports before and during the draft indicated that 49ers are fielding calls from teams interested in the two guys, Deebo Deebo and Brandon. Nothing materialized from those talks. And I imagine people called in, all right, I got a deal for you, John. Okay, go ahead. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, well, call me when you've got something that you think I might be interested in. Are you serious? Yeah. Would you take that deal if you were me? It gets taken off. Oh, and he goes on to say, and so during the course of drafts and the off-season, do conversations happen? Lynch continued responding with, quote, absolutely they do. We're past that now, and we're thrilled to add to that group Juwan Jennings, Brandon Aiyuk, Deebo Samuel, Chris Conley, Ronnie Bell, Danny Gray, and now you add Ricky. I can't get number one away from Deebo, Pearsall, Jake Cowing. I think, and he goes on to say, I think we made an already strong group even stronger. I concur. Unquote. Fam, that's currently an 8-player room, isn't it? You can make the cut. I already have. I already know who we're getting rid of. I don't know if it's necessarily Ricky Bell though. You can Deebo aren't going anywhere. Chris Conley, Ronnie Bell, Danny Gray. 2 or 3 of those guys. Which ones would you pick? Because 2 or 3 of those guys are leaving. Jake Cowie's not leaving. Brandon and Deebo are not leaving. Ricky Pearsall's not leaving. Jake Cowing, Juwan Jennings, those guys are not leaving, fam. So, but none of us see how money needed to. None of us. We're wondering. As I say, it's an 8-player room right now. 2 guys probably going to leave. Aiyuk was the subject of trade discussions leading up to the draft. None of us see how the money needed is going to add up safely under the cap. See, that's the problem right there. We keep trying to do the math. You're out of your element. I really never did think about getting into it, but even last year, when I told you that big blockbuster deal all over your screen, 49ers signed Javon Hargrave for $85 million over whatever period of time it was, and I said, really? Where did that come from? You guys are hiding and holding out on funding? How in the world? So, after the 49ers selected wideout Pearsall with number 31 overall pick, and Aiyuk remained on the roster past day 1 of the draft, the focus immediately, people say, okay, I guess Aiyuk will stay. Okay. Deebo, you out of here, man. Why do we do that? We don't know what we're doing. But you know what? If you have an argument tonight to explain as we do know what we're doing, please bring it. I would love to hear it. And never mind that for now, though. Bring it, but I'm saying that the 49ers are saying never mind that for now. Lynch is only concerned with how well his offensive weapons integrate into the Niners roster. And he should be. If you waste all that unnecessary energy on and moving people, you're not working on what you should be working on, which is stop losing in the postseason to teams that have no business beating you. And that debacle that went on with Detroit and Green Bay, I don't want to see that again. They're just not better than you. Lynch commented further by saying, quote, we have a vision for both those guys, Pearsall and Cowan, and how they can contribute and be part of this team. And they represent a lot of the qualities that we like in our players, and they were the best players there for us at the time. So we're thrilled to add those guys to an already strong room, and we're ready to roll forward, unquote. A lot of people said, no, Ricky was not the best person available at that time. It wasn't even talking about him as a wide receiver. We're talking about you could have went and got the kid from Washington to play offensive guard. We do know what we're doing, don't we? I love it. It's so much fun. And you know what? We're not always wrong either. So with the draft now behind them and both players still on the roster, San Francisco's wide receiver core appears to be settled, at least for one more season. Lynch emphasized that fact by finally saying, quote, we think we really helped our roster throughout this offseason, free agency into the draft, and we're fired up about our team. Good. Let's move on and focus on the ending, that postseason misery that's making everybody nuts. You can't keep going there, John. You can't keep going there. Whoa, 49ers, 4 out of 5 seasons NFC Championship game. Whoa, 2 of those years they split in the Super Bowl. Whoa, there's no ring on. I'm not, you know what? I'm not as bad as some people are always crying about feeling like we're, what's the word for this? They're not we're not to the point now where we can call ourselves, oh, what do we? How come I come up with a term for that? But we're expecting a lot, and we're already getting a lot. We're expecting the ultimate, and we got it right too, but still. So the question tonight is John Lynch being sincere? Or does anyone still believe a lot of energy will be spent on unloading one of the high-priced receivers on the team? Please call. Let's argue. Once again, you'll find the phone and PIN number at the base of your monitoring device and in the description. And come on in. I think he's telling the truth. I really do. The 49ers have got to know you can't keep going to that place and coming out dry. This should be the year. The window is getting tighter. Pretty soon it's going to be hard to you're going to have to rebuild some things. And, I tell you what, there's also the thing about the contract everybody's expecting. I don't think Brock's going to be asking for the highest amount of money available to the quarterback next season. I got a feeling he's not going to do that. He's kind of a person, if you could read into him from what we see. It's like John Lynch says, what if I told you that we're going to have to let Brandon Aiyuk go? And I'm not trying to play on your sympathies, Brock. I'm just saying that a lot of people are going to have to leave if we give you the maximum amount of money, but we're not going to let you leave. So that's going to be your choice. Now you put it in his little mind that he's going to lose sleep thinking about his guys that have brought him this far, and one of the reasons why he is where he is. He's going to let them go because he wanted a bigger purse. I don't think so. It doesn't seem like that type. I'm not. That's my story. I'm going to stick by it. Mr. Block Ice, if no trade, it's good, but money and roster decisions. All right. Matty's up in Big Bend, Oregon. Oh, Matty B.
Yeah, Ronbo.
Matty SS. Matty.
Buddy,
Matty,
I was just listening to you talk, man, and I'm thinking, in 2 years, I hope we don't feel like our new guy is like a Dante Pettis.
Isn't that frightening? What a thought. How'd you entertain that? My imagination's never went in that direction. Oh, that's scary. Nah, Ricky's a tough kid. He is tough.
But here's the flip-flop on that. If he lights it up, and he is like everything we hope we hope he is, somebody's gone next year.
Well, and that's expected. That's sort of an organic. It's not something that's just forced. I don't have a problem with that, and I've come to grips with it. No matter who it is, as long as it's not George Kittle, Juice, Nick. It's not somebody. I can't have
Detroit versus everybody.
Yeah, we'll see.
But anyway, what do you think?
Hey, Detroit versus themselves. Detroit versus themselves.
Matty,
Detroit
do you think
sucks.
is John being sincere on this? You think I was watching yesterday after Pat McAfee made him sound like the most incredible human being on the planet. McAfee went down through every accolade he's ever achieved. I was laughing. I didn't even know about him being a pitcher for the Florida Marlins. That's Jesus, Pat. You did your homework,
I didn't even know that.
Wow.
Man, that's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we'll be good. But like I said, I think if he lights it up, this coming season, I think obviously next year there's going to be a lot of changes anyways, just because there's going to be different people we have to pay, and that's just kind of things and hurdles we're going to have to cross. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we'll be all right.
And you got another draft, a bunch of other kids coming in. The thing is, Matty, the playing time that Ricky's going to get. Now, Deebo comes in this year, and the fire's been built under his butt. That's a big butt. But anyway, I got a feeling we're going to see another one of those unforgettable seasons from Deebo. He knows. He's feeling that pressure. He is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. How soon can why am I drawing a blank on our new guy we just drafted?
Ricky Pearsall? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm wondering how
Pearsall.
many. I wonder how
Yeah,
they're
when
going to use him.
when,
Yeah, I'm thinking
well,
the
when
same
can
thing.
he get out and start practicing with Birdie?
Ah, yeah. Well, probably.
Because it'd be nice to get some earlies. It'd be nice to get reps.
Yeah, it would. Sometime soon. Yeah. How many? What's the rule? They've got to wait until when? Because they're going to be in camp another week or so. The coaches just can't get involved just yet with any schematic plays or anything like that, but they can get together on their own. Yeah, is Brock to the point now you think he calls his receivers up and say, let's go work out? I wonder. He probably is.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yeah. Yeah, you'd think you'd want to get out there and get that chemistry going. Get to know the guy.
And especially, yeah.
All of them are different.
Yeah. Wouldn't it
That's
be funny?
my thought anyways.
What if the quarterback we put on the practice squad, he calls all the guys out to work out? Wouldn't that be funny? They probably told him that's you're stepping out of bounds now. Yeah.
Okay, whoa, easy now. Yeah, that's funny. I don't know. I have confidence in everything we've got. I don't know. I feel like the draft was all right. I don't feel like I was an A+, but wasn't a flunk by any means. So
it was at least a B.
We're good on that end.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I was thinking. Good solid B.
Yeah.
Way more than passing.
Yeah, because the other thing is we just haven't addressed the offensive line like we all think it should be done. But Matty, continuity can actually replace bringing in new bodies. McKivitz may become better this year, not a whole lot, but marginally better. And then the guys are working together. I don't have Aaron Banks had a bad toe last year, and a lot of us forget that. He took out a couple of weeks ago. He had a turf toe situation going on.
Yeah.
So he didn't look as good as he did the year before because of that. Trent Williams is going to be Trent Williams.
Yep,
Jake Brindle is the question mark. Can Jake, if we bring in that big kid we've got, Evan, kid goes at 326-pound nose tackle. Brindle, they need to have a replacement for Brindle. He could get hurt in practice dealing with that kid.
Yeah. No joke, huh? Yeah. Oh man, that's not the problems we need before we get started with the season.
I'm telling you, man. Can you see the coaches yelling, Evan,
oh.
Evan, hit the brake a little bit before you hit Jake that hard, okay, buddy?
Yeah,
keep working, though. Keep working. You're looking good.
Yeah, you're looking good, brother. Looking good. Oh, buddy.
Jake, you okay?
You all right, buddy? Yeah, we don't need any of that, Ronbo. Just give me the EBGB.
Yeah. So we're going to find out sometime soon.
Absolutely.
Okay,
I'm excited, man.
Yeah, so you do feel that John is sincere on his feelings about go ahead and work on the team now, leave the trade situation alone, stop calling us type of thing?
Yeah, I think I don't think we'll really have to worry about that till next year. I think they'll figure it out this season.
All right, Manny. Up in big, beautiful Bend, Oregon. I'll be back Sunday,
buddy.
And we'll go over some other things that are going on in St. Clara, Ninerville, California. All right.
Yeah, buddy. All right, buddy. Catch you Sunday.
Thanks, fam. Night, Matty.
Night, buddy.
Hey, Aaron.
What is up, Ronbo?
Aaron,
how are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. I was delighted to see John Lynch kind of clear the air a little bit. I mean, because people aren't going to stop talking about getting rid of either getting rid of Brandon Aiyuk or Deebo Samuel, and I was getting weary of that. It brings on an anxiety and depression. I said, you know what? Aren't there some other things more important than constantly trying to get rid of these guys? If we don't have to get rid of them, then let's keep that gun fully loaded till next season. I want to be shooting on all barrels. I mean, I don't. I like Ricky Pearsall. I don't know what he's going to offer. He may come in and have to take a little while to get going. So, but do you believe that Lynch was being on the up and up yesterday?
Yeah, I believe they brought Pearsall in, then I believe they got to cut somebody like Danny Gray because he's been hurt and I mean, he got speed, but what Kyle looks in is blocking. So,
Yeah,
It's
that
gonna
goes
be
all the way back
interesting.
to that's an old thing with Kyle Shanahan. It goes all the way back to 49ers have been doing that for a long time. You either block, you don't play. If you're a wide receiver, that's just the way it's going to be. Bye, Chris Hansen, fake. You trolls, you're waiting for me to do that. I don't mind doing it, but I mean, give me a challenge at least. Okay, go ahead.
But yeah, if Brock has another good year this season, or even better, then he's going to get paid handsomely.
Yeah. And not necessarily to break the bank or $60 million or something crazy.
Yeah,
But yeah.
he may get about like between I said between 44 billion and
Million.
$47 million.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And give him an incentive package, so he can go out there and get that as well. And give him a huge signing bonus. And let's get that cap where we could still keep some good players on the team. You're not going to win any games without that.
oh yeah. I mean, even Tom Brady took a pay cut, to get elite players,
Sure.
So I think Brock Purdy is. I don't think Brock Purdy is selfish. Like, he doesn't want all the money to get paid, So
Mhm. Like that
yeah,
Dallas Cowboy quarterback, yeah. The funny thing about that,
that's just
he's
getting.
got plenty of players around him too. He still can't beat anybody, so it's really strange.
I know, but yeah, I think from what I think who's the former quarterback for 49ers before Colin Kaepernick quarterback? Was it
Alex
Alex
Smith.
Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah, he spoke about Brock Purdy and how poised and how good and poised Brock Purdy is. Like, he's tough, he's accurate, and he's not like
Doesn't get flustered.
no. And like, he also said that Brock Purdy may not have the physical traits like Josh Allen, and but like, just because like you don't have the physical traits doesn't mean you're not going to be a good quarterback. Like for example, look at Drew Brees. Drew Brees was 6 foot and he wasn't built physically, but Drew Brees was very good, at dissecting defenses, and man,
And actually reading the defense trumps physicality. I mean, a quarterback can come out, he can be 6'4", 230. And I'm talking about Josh Allen, right? He can have a rifle, a howitzer for a throwing arm. If he can't read defenses, he ain't accurate, he isn't worth the shoes he's standing in. He's only going to go out there and throw INTs. He's going to look all frustrated. His teammates are going to lose confidence in him. Some of the things I just mentioned, does Brock Purdy check the list on pretty much all of that?
yeah, pretty much.
That's how come he
he's accurate.
wins. People got to stop overrating physicality and presence. Sure, it plays a role, but some of the greatest quarterbacks in the game don't look like that big man on the campus, the quarterback, all the time, and they still do a great job. So, and look at Patrick Mahomes with a dad body. When you look at Patrick, although he's been getting in shape this offseason, Patrick Mahomes has got a great arm, and he's got good sense for a quarterback. That matters a lot.
Yeah, and one of the most underrated trait about Brock Purdy is that he has good rushing ability. Like, he can scramble a little bit.
Quickness. That's it.
Yeah.
He can get out of trouble. He does it all the time. You have to. Behind an offensive line. Aaron, think about how many times that he should have been sacked last year. People will never give him enough credit for that. Well, he doesn't have any physicality. He's got athleticism. Okay, well, you know what? You go back there and you stand there with him and watch what happens, all right? Brock's not getting tackled every few minutes. Brock's out of that pocket or moving around or getting rid of that ball quickly. This is the traits of a good quarterback. You can list all those things.
Yeah.
And stop looking at his body and talking about what he can't and is it capable of doing. Well, he's limited. Well, you're limited in your thinking.
Yeah, like they just don't watch like the film of Brock Purdy.
They just don't know what they're talking about. You can't come up with all those numbers by accident. If he does it a third time, guys that insist on saying Brock Purdy ain't this, Brock Purdy ain't that, well, they need to shut the hell up, is what they should do. I mean, it's just irritating. And you got talking heads getting paid by networks to say things like that. What's that clown over with the, you know what?
Nick
I'm
Wright.
not going to, Nate, you know what? Let's not talk about Nate Wright. You know what? People don't watch him then, Ronbo. I know, but I gotta say something to his ass. You know, I can't stand it.
Even Colin Cowherd hates Brock Purdy.
He does. There's a few of them that just make their living, so they think, on knocking Brock Purdy. Meanwhile, he's dancing his way all the way to the top. Oh, they can all go to you know where. And we're going to go. I'll see you Sunday, okay?
All right, Ronbo.
All right, fair.
I'll see you Sunday.
Looking forward to it. Appreciate you, Aaron.
Not a problem, fam.
Night, Aaron. There's the big show now. And I quote, believe JL is like believing every politician who says they're going to bring change to your life. The league knows we got no funds to sign Aiyuk after this year. If Cowing and Pearsall take off, so you just stay up on that rock. I want you to stay there, Show, because I'm going to come over after it all said and done, and the lava is flowing below that safe rock you're sitting on. I'm going to swim up to the rock, or through the lava. Show! Give me a hand, man. I want to talk to you. Shall we keep a boat with you? I'm telling you right now, I'm going to be looking for on a daily basis. We should have a show on here and just have a testimony. Or just have what can we have? We can have, Ronbo Sports Roast the Big Show tonight. Featuring Phil. How many people always work in Show? And Show would sit there and take it. It'd be all in love, Show, but it's so much fun. Hey, LKC. That would be fun.
Ronbo, man, can I get you to come back to me? Detroit versus themselves. Can I get you to come back to me?
We can do that. All right.
Thank you, Ronbo. Detroit versus themselves.
What does this say? It's Trez from Atlanta. G.A. Trez, get in the man. To what do we owe the pleasure?
Hold up, wait a minute, Ronbo. Spread all the red and gold you can find up there.
Yes, indeed. Red and gold for everyone. Shimmer, shine. Here we go. Another season of nothing but less than sublime. Trez, you got something on your mind I can't wait to hear, man, because we hear from you when only there's something really special on your mind. Trez is always with us, but he doesn't always have anything to say. But when Trez has something to say, I can't wait to hear it. Trez, what is it?
Well, first of all, Ronbo, shout out to you in production. You know what I'm saying? Great job. The consistency throughout the years, Ronbo, it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? That's why you are where you are. And that's why Rudy is where he is, trolling in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, isn't he special? He's got all kind of names.
He's supposed to have a show, and his show it can't get off the ground. You see what I'm saying? See, Rudy, this is what excellence looks like. You know what I'm saying? Maybe if your fan base can, I don't know how you can capture them, but, you know, get them to come in and listen to what you got to say, because what you have to say don't really matter.
Yeah.
So, you know, hey, Ron, but he can never reach with your status.
Well, you know, as long as he continues to say, well, the 49ers haven't had a ring in the next amount of years. Well, you know, here's the stupid thing about that.
Yeah.
We got enough rings to last us, everybody here, for a lifetime, and he'll never catch up. Now, how big a fool does that sound like? But anyway, but Trez, go ahead, fam.
Yeah, let's get to the facts, Ronbo. I want to know, why did we go out here and select running backs in this draft? Are we giving up on Mason? Are we giving up on Isaiah Mitchell? I mean, I'm trying to find out what's going on here. Like, are we giving up on the running backs we got? Because, I mean, everybody wanted to see more Mason, and we thought maybe, okay, this year coming this season, I know we're going to see more Mason, but now they go and flip and do this. Like,
and
we got 3 running backs?
He may get cut, Trez.
Oh, man.
You know, Trez, you know Kyle Shanahan. You can tell who he likes on this club and who he doesn't like. He does not like Jordan Mason. If anybody said, "Can you want to bet some money on whether Kyle Shanahan really appreciates Jordan Mason?" I say, "Yeah, oh yeah. How much you want to put on? Make it light on yourself. How about $2,000? Because I'm telling you right now, Kyle does not like Jordan Mason.
Isn't that crazy though? Isn't that crazy?
It is.
I'm like, wow, bro. Like I'm even hearing some of the top analysts talk about Jordan Mason. You know, like they was ready to see more of him. And all of a sudden, we pulled this mess in the draft. And these unrestricted people that we drafted that are running backs, and they praising them. You know, like what are we doing? What are we doing? And then let's switch to the wide receiver room. Right. What are we doing now? We get Ricky Pearsall, and so we giving up on the Danny Gray project, right? He didn't test the field.
That ended last year.
Ronnie Bell, I definitely want to see more of him. I mean, Ronnie Bell he beasted when he did play, and I guess we giving up on big play. What's my boy name who catch all the passes, Ronbo? At the crucial time.
On whose side? You're not talking about Juszczyk.
Slot receiver. No, not Juszczyk. And we need to get rid of Juszczyk. I mean, he needs to flat out go.
Yeah,
Juszczyk need to flat out go. Out there he took a pay cut. He took a pay cut. He took a deferral pay.
Yeah, man.
They always $1 million deferral. Yeah, like come on. He didn't take a pay cut.
I'm curious about as to who you're talking about. Though. Does he play wide receiver currently?
Yeah. Slot. We put him in the slot.
Oh, you're talking about
Juwan Jennings. Yeah. I don't know why he can't come and then ring a bell to me. Yeah, but Juwan. Like, I mean, what are we doing? Like, I mean, I'm just saying, look, you got to capitalize while you can. I thought Deebo would have got dealt. If anybody on this team I would like to see go would be Deebo. I mean, everybody who I said on the team after that Super Bowl needed to go has parted this team. And Deebo was one of them that was on my list. And I don't know where they're going to wait and see if somebody's number one receiver gets hurt and then try to, you know, people get on the phone with Lynch, hey, we'll give you 2 2s or whatever, 2 and a 3. I don't know, but I know Deebo should be the odd man out, in my opinion.
And I think if we took a vote across the Niner Empire, I have a feeling that Deebo's campaign would fail. Because when we look at everybody else on the team, people don't think Deebo's a pure wide receiver, that he gets hurt too often, that he's overpaid even as it is. There's a lot of negatives on him that would probably get him excused.
There's a lot of positives on him, Ronbo, but I just think he done hit the ceiling. I think he done hit the ceiling. We done got all we can get out of Deebo, one Deebo Samuel. I just think we have.
Yeah. So
instead of sitting here doing like what Kyle did in Atlanta with Dan Quinn, hold on to an old ass Julio Jones too long. Like, don't hold on to the receiver too long, man. Let him go. Let him go. Let him go somewhere else. Get some for him when it's time to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. We don't win as far as we're gonna go with Deebo. Now Deebo does bring the physicality. Deebo does have what we call leadership in the locker room. A lot of guys like him. A lot of guys love him. I mean, Deebo and him and Trent set the tone coming out with the boom box and all that. Cool. Get all that. But this is a business at the end of the day. This is our team we're talking about. We got to stay young. And if we're going to bring in new wide receivers, we got to get rid of Deebo.
Hey, but Trez, you do understand the fact they're investing now, okay? Because Ricky's gonna come in now and just show him something because you can't be too careful that Trez. Remember, Dante Pettis is still leaving a bad taste in a lot of people's mouths. What if they would have got rid of people to bring Dante Pettis in and found out what he was about, and now we're stuck with him and he ain't getting any better. So you got it. Ricky Pearsall comes in and does a good job. Cowing does a good job. Now you got flexibility going into the next year.
Yeah. Well, my thing was, I looked at this right here. I said, when I saw the pick come in, I said, well, why would we make this pick? What is it that Kyle see in this guy? I said, oh, it just slapped me dead in my face. Oh, he wants his own Cooper Cup. That's what it is. He wants what McVay has. He wants what McVay has. He wants his own Cooper Cup. This is all I see here is Cooper Cup.
Or Puka Nacua.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, a Puka Nacua. Right. That's all you see. So I'm like, oh, okay, this is what this is about. I thought we was drafting to get better. We drafting because he has one and we don't have one, and he wants his own. Okay, got it.
Could we have what do we call it? Is there envy going on between McVay? I don't think Kyle's ever been intimidated by McVay, but it looks like you might have something there, Trez. Maybe Kyle. Every time he looks up, he's got another receiver over there, like you're mentioning Cooper Kupp. Kyle may have never been bothered with Cooper, but this Puka Nacua thing and Cooper Kupp together is probably working on Kyle's conscience, though. You might have something there.
It is. That's the first thing that came to my mind. I don't do the draft. I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, I saw the film. After I saw the film and them showing his catches and his route running, I said, oh, this Cooper Kupp right here. That's all this is. He wants his own Cooper Kupp. Okay. All right. I see what we're doing. We ain't damn the right tackle situation. We're going for Cooper Kupp. Okay. Our own version. But hey, Ronbo, if he like it, we love it,
Well, it better work. It has to work. Or this is, what you're talking about now is going to come back and the conversation's going to be loud. Kyle, you went in there, you went and changed the order of everything, you rearranged your offense. And Kyle, we're sitting in second place fighting for a spot in the playoffs, okay? So, but you can't say if it wasn't broken, if it's not broken, don't fix it. Because why are we getting to a point, we go to a certain level and to a certain point and fall off? So something had to be done. We saw failures in the Super Bowl. There were some things that unmasked themselves in that Super Bowl that I didn't want to see and I wasn't fully aware of, but they are a reality and they need to be adjusted. So, I don't know what to think. We'll see.
Let me ask you this. Where are you on Seattle safety? They getting rid of, what's called, I'm talking about the 49ers have been in contact with him, keeping close contact with him. Yeah, Jamal, where are you with that? Because I'm like, why?
No, I take it just he'd be a gimmick player. Now, I tell him, as we'd have a conversation, listen, I'm going to use you in a role where you're not going to be on the field a lot because I want to see if I can make you keep you through a full season. But what you do is one of the best people in the league. You can get to the quarterback unlike other people that play your position. I'm going to put you out there in certain schemes, and you're going to go after that quarterback. And I'm looking for you to have double digits this year because all Nick needs is you. And every quarterback in the game is going to be scared to come to San Francisco. So, I got a feeling that's what I'd offer him. Not offer him a lot of money. If he wants that job, he can make a name for himself for 1 year contract. And next year, Jamal Adams, you can have your name, your whole presence can be reinstated. So bring him in like we did Uncle Sherman. In that kind of aspect. Right. 1 year. Let's see what you got. Yeah. You know what I mean? And as I said, Sherman had what, a 3-year deal, 2 guaranteed, somewhere in there. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not. I said I'm out on Jamal. I'm out on all these old players, man.
I'm almost.
But I'm just out on all these old players. When you wash, you wash. You know what I mean? Like Dallas going back and get Zeke. Like, what the hell is that? Like, what? What are y'all doing?
They don't have any options.
What are you doing?
It's old guards got. It's just like the NBA. You look at the guys that got bounced out of the playoffs this year. Legendary names gone. Why? Because Nikola Jokic. There's guys that now own the game that have left. I seen that Brooklyn that series with New York and Philly. Ooh, look at all them young boys coming in there taking over the game. And that kid
taking over the game.
Look at that kid in San Antonio.
Taking over the game.
Wembanyama, the league's got
Wembanyama,
2 years.
you know, that's my team, San Antonio.
Oh,
I said, you know, we got to do something. We got to pair him. We got to go out and get 2 superstars to pair with this young kid and start taking advantage now.
Exactly. He just needs to gain some weight. He's getting pushed around now.
Yeah.
But when Webby gets bigger, look out, it's over. That skill set is unbelievable. He's 7 foot.
Unbelievable.
What? Look how he moves with that ball. Whoa! I've never seen anything like that. So anyway, before we get crazy with basketball, Tress.
Yeah. All right, Ronbo, look, thanks again, man. Look at here. Like I say, man, the consistency is phenomenal. You know what I mean? Throughout all the years, Ronbo. You know, I was there in the beginning. So I know, you know, a lot of them wasn't, but I was, and hey, congratulations, man. Congratulations again. You know what I'm saying? Nothing but respect for you. Yeah. Love you, man. Take care of yourself.
Yeah, love you back,
Shout out to the cat, TNT in the building. Yes, sir. And we out of here, Ronbo. Have a good one.
All right, Tress. Don't be a stranger now. Get back to me as soon as you can. Talk to you later.
I'm gonna get back. I watch the show now. I'm started watching. You know,
I know.
We just in the off season.
But it's fun to hear from you. All right.
All right,
Tress. Have a good night, fam.
Take care. All right.
What happened? TNT Connection. Hey, yo, E.
Ronbo.
E. Man, you know,
Ronbo, what's good with you?
I'm just sitting here. You know, I worry about John Lynch because, like, Big Show did make a good point. John Lynch could run for an office as far as he could be a politician because John Lynch comes in and convinces you, and he does this to me every year, and I always drink the Kool-Aid, and he says things that it makes me feel good. And then a few months later, I'm not sure what's going on, John. You know, can you want to address that? Because that doesn't jibe with what you said earlier. So, you know, but when it's on Pat McAfee, I believe him this time again. I don't think we're going to move any of our receivers. I think we've moved on, and now we're going to focus on trying to win this championship. Are you sold?
Yes. I think we're going to not trade nobody right now. Now, like I said, when it comes up to when Brock Purdy needs some money, somebody's probably going to have to go. But before that, I think we are going to try to do it with the same lineup we did last year almost. And Seattle, Jamal Adams. I like his play, but I don't like his attitude. I heard he has a bad attitude, so let's put that position to our rookie safety. They said he a hard hitter. He plays in the box. Jamal Let's Adams. Put him or Hufanga in the box.
Oh.
And then, you know what I mean, have the other guy work in the safety slot with Brown, I guess.
Yeah. You like Hufanga in the box. I'm thinking Mustafa. That's going to be – I want a hard ass in that box. Hufanga, I could move him around. Hufanga you can use 3 safeties. You know, there's so many options with the guys we got now back in that defense, especially the defensive backfield. Yep. So many options and packages.
I played Madden a lot. When I played Madden, I put Hufanga in the box on my nickel with Warner.
See,
he's my nickel linebacker.
There's no escape, no matter what kind of offensive you're dealing with. There's no escape in that trio.
I
like that.
And I want to, like you said, I want a dog right there, just like Greenlaw. Because I don't know if Greenlaw going to be ready for the beginning of the season.
I can't see it.
Yeah, me either. So I want that midway. Dog in that middle.
Yeah.
But I want to know what's going on. Like you said, I think he was talking about it. Willis, all the linebackers we picked up a year ago or before that, like what's going on with anybody after Dominican Flanagan Flowers? Because he did terrible in the Super Bowl, right? Didn't he get like 8 and 8, like 8 passes thrown to his direction, 8 passes connected?
Yeah, Demetrius, I don't know. Demetrius is what you want on your special teams. I don't necessarily want him out there. I'd rather see Odom out there playing Well, Odom's out. He's a safety. Is he? No, Odom. No, yeah, he's a safety.
Odom a safety.
Yeah, Demetrius. I don't know. He's one of our best guys on special teams, but he does come up short every now and then at the linebacker position. They brought one of our new kids in, and he got beat. They don't get enough reps. Everything. Sometimes they see things for the first time out there. At the pro level, you can't do that in the postseason.
So is that Cal problem?
Yeah, you got to see things earlier. Odom is gone.
Like a Cal problem.
Wait, Odom is gone? We got rid of Odom?
I think he came back, didn't he? I think he got a 1-year contract coming back.
Okay, Cubs thinks he's gone. I
think Gibson
that was a
coming
mistake
back.
if we got rid of Odom. He was the best special teams player we had. But maybe we had to get rid of him. Okay, all right, Cubs. Oren Burks is who he's talking. Oh, Oren Burks is who you're talking about, according to Cubs.
Oren Burks and the other guy. It was a couple of linebackers, 3 of them.
We have so many every year.
Him, Willis, and somebody else.
Yeah, there's the 2 rookies we picked up last year.
Mm-hmm. But that's what I said. Like, are we training these guys correctly?
Ever since D'Amico left, I'm a little concerned. But I don't know. I
don't know. Like you said, I think the communication between offense and defense was a little off last year. Maybe the personalities was off. But we need to get this right.
It's going to have to be coaching. And as I said, ever since D'Amico left, there's been some questions going on. Because Fred D'Amico, Dre and Fred grew up under D'Amico. So now anybody else coming in doesn't have D'Amico, one of the greatest linebackers of all time, to teach you how you should do your job. So I don't know.
Yeah,
our current linebacker coach ain't bad, but still.
Somebody got to do the job, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, we got to train more. Like you said, whole boy was talking about the running backs. Mason got no play, and everybody loved him, but, he can't pass block. Well, run with him.
At least sometimes.
Then you tip in the hand. So what? Like, I don't care if you tip. I'm just gonna keep it honest, Ronbo. I ain't gonna say a lot. If I tell you I'm gonna hit you with my left hand, you know what I'm gonna do? Hit you with my left hand.
Right. No, you know what? Obvious things, they don't seem to resonate with Kyle. You know what? Jordan Mason never had a negative. Every time he carried the ball, I've never seen him lose yards. When he gets hit, he falls forward. He does everything you need to be as a running back. Did he have a fumble at all last year? I don't know. But he'll put anybody else. I mean, CMC could be almost crippled, and he'll still put him out there. You saw that last year. CMC was nursing some injury on the sideline. He let him rest for a couple minutes and got him right back out there with Jordan Mason sitting there fresh and ready to go.
Now, they put Elijah Mitchell in. I was hoping Cal realized on that play, CMC got hurt, right? And it was like in the red zone.
Yeah.
He put Elijah Mitchell in there. Elijah Mitchell came up that gut, hit that dude.
Shot that hole so quick into the end zone.
And that's what you need, that extra 100% energy to get that done, or that, thunder and lightning.
Kyle?
He sell out some. I hope, like, I'm a 49er fan. And me and my 49er fan was talking the other day. Whoa. He got so mad he was about to kick me out of his house.
Because Kyle draws anger, because you see judgments he makes you and I could have made better. Kyle, you got a fresh Elijah Mitchell there. He's too fast for that defensive line. If CMC is shooting through gaps like that, Elijah can get them same holes. He doesn't. Yes. Kyle has trust issues, and we all know this, but he's got to get over that. He's got to.
I got one thing to say about Cal too. I'm sorry to say this. Was he a good wide receiver?
Not that I know of. He'd still be playing.
So could he be trusted? Like I said, well, could I trust you to catch the ball home with? So maybe you need to bow down a little bit. Could I see you block? Could you block?
He probably did. Because you know what? He was okay as a wide receiver, but he wasn't world class.
He was a little, he was a slight frame guy. Like, he wasn't the guy you were just talking about from Atlanta. He wasn't trying to body no cornerback. The cornerbacks was bodying him.
Yeah. So, we have way too much on it. We're way over time. I'll be back Sunday though. I hope you got some time. Looking forward to it.
Love you, Ronbo.
Love you back.
Be good, man.
You too.
Niners.
You got it.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Okay, so I check and see Nikita has checked in. Here's the names, guys. Nikita, Kim, also Sharice. If I catch you trolls mess with any of my 49er ladies, it'll be quick. It'll be fast. You will be gone. You will respect the ladies. I don't want to see any gender jokes, anything that would be derogatory toward her being a female. You've been warned once. That's all you're going to get. I don't want you in here anyway. You get on my nerves. Hey, yo, Jalen.
Ronbo.
Jalen.
Man, it's about time somebody finally woke up to their senses. I agree 100% with that last caller. It's about time people started. Yeah, it's about time. So, matter of fact, Ronbo, I am summoning with all my 49er luck. J-Dog from Boston. Please call in.
Yeah, but
please call in, J-Dog. J-Dog, where you been at, J-Dog? That's who we need to hear from. We know J-Dog gonna light in the Kyle Shanahan like nobody else can. But Ronbo, I mean, the last caller was absolutely right, man. You can't keep knocking on the constantly knocking on the door, not getting it done, Ronbo. Like this is like there's like you don't get this amount of players, this great of players in their primes at one time on one team, and you can't get it done. That's a problem, Ronbo.
And it has been for years.
That's his ego. I mean, and now he doesn't want to give Jordan Mason a chance to run the ball. And we've seen Ronbo every time we hand Jordan Mason the ball, he going for like 5 yards a carry.
And never falls backwards.
Yeah, and that's the thing about Christian McCaffrey, Ronbo. Christian McCaffrey isn't going to carry guys 2-3 yards forward. Jordan Mason does that. You know, it's almost like we kind of lost our physical element to our running game. We became a finesse running offense. You know what I mean?
It's gonna be worse.
Like
this
we
year,
used to
Jalen.
be wrong.
As far as finesse, that's why they got Ricky. We're not thinking about being brutal anymore. The X's and O's are gonna be ran to the letter.
Ronbo, the offense that we got the first 2 years of Kyle Shanahan's regime, 2017 and 2018. That's the offense we're finna get. Back when we had Marquise Goodwin and Pierre Garçon and Kendrick Bourne and Trent Taylor, all of those guys, that's the kind of offense we finna get back. Before the run after the catch, you know. I mean, that offense it was solid.
People get hurt though, but
it was
still,
Yak
is fun.
But Ronbo, the offense he was running in 2017 and 18, it was okay. It wasn't, you know, it was a lot of play action and a lot of, you know, outside throws.
But we got bullied though against certain teams. Remember that Eagles?
Yeah, we did.
Remember that year the Eagles picked up?
Oh
picked
my
Marquise
God!
Goodwin up and lifted him up in the air and was talking trash to him. Joe Staley got hit in the face and was bleeding. I said, you know, we took some ass kickings 2017. Yes.
Don't get it twisted. Oh, we took some ass kickings. I think we got beat like 41-10 by the Eagles that year. God damn, they beat our ass.
Physical team. And that's what we got. We combated that a couple of years later, but still, now you're right. We're going back to finesse. Looks like.
Yeah.
Not completely,
but I mean,
somewhat.
Ronbo, first of all, I don't think the league is no longer afraid of the 49ers defense. Like that same fear that guys used to be like, man, I don't think guys are afraid of the 49ers defense anymore, Ronbo. I think they like using that game against them as a measuring stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And I wish they do that about all those games that they show fail. You know, take some notes, people.
Yeah.
There's ways
but
you gotta address that.
Ronbo, how do you really feel about this whole season coming up? Like the first press conference that the players have when they get back to the facility, and let's just say the first question is, well, George, you guys are coming off of your second Super Bowl loss in the last 5 years. What is the energy or the motivation you guys are gonna have going into this upcoming season?
Excellent question. I would love.
I mean, I'm curious as hell, Ronbo.
They're gonna give you a PC answer, so they're not gonna. Jalen, you'd have to get a candid conversation. We'd have to be down at the local brews place and get people to tell the truth. Jalen, is that behind you?
No, that's not me, Ronbo. I don't know who this is.
Okay. Yeah, fam. When you call in, please just don't unmute yourself. That's why we get this. We'll get you in as soon as possible. All right. Go ahead, Jalen.
Yeah, but Ronbo, damn it, I hate to sound always so. I've been positive. Hell, Ronbo, a lot of people say that this was the second opportunity we've gotten, for a championship with Kyle Shanahan, and I would say no, Ronbo, it's the fourth.
I was going to say it's more than second.
Ronbo, in between these two Super Bowl losses, we gotta remember them two NFC Championship games.
I do.
And Ronbo, you telling me now? I get losing the NFC Championship isn't the Super Bowl, but you saw those guys after we lost to the Rams. They was hurt, and then to get all the way to, and then the next year to get to Philly, lose your quarterback and not even have a chance to play, then get all the way back to the Super Bowl and lose.
And go in there and lay an egg.
Where is they heads right now?
I
Ronbo?
know, it worries me.
Where are they heads?
I told you about that at the end of this last season. I said, you know what? Are the 49ers going to come back with the same attitude and drive for another year?
How can you come in with any type of aggression or after this, Ronbo? I mean, you lost a Super Bowl, lost 2 NFC championships, and then another Super Bowl. That's going to hurt.
It does.
Eventually, your confidence is going to get a little shot down after that, Ronbo.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
And do you believe in yourself
that's for anybody. That's for anybody, man. Ronbo, you telling me you lose a championship game, 2 semifinals games, and then another championship game, you ain't gonna be somewhat side-eyeing your coach? Like, man, damn, dude, we still can't. Like, what's going on?
Dude, I used to lose. I was pretty good at 400 meters. There's this one guy named Don Crawford. Every time I saw Crawford, dude was like a head and a platform on legs that went like 12 feet, right? Crawford beat me every year, and I knew that was going to happen before the race started. You know what? I finally got his ass. But the thing is, you start to question your own, your confidence slides. You don't believe yourself. I'm worried about the 49ers head getting in that position too. You still believe you guys still believe you can do this?
And then, Ronbo, they're older too, Ronbo.
Yes.
They getting older. It's not like they younger. Ronbo, our core guys are vets. They're 28 and older, Ronbo. Trent, Juice, Kittle, all of these guys are old, like 7-year plus vets, Ronbo. These guys' bodies are starting to break down. And you gotta wonder, are they gonna have that same put their body on the line physicality that they did 3-4 years ago?
Yeah. Well, you know what? They have to, because there's a youngster waiting to take their job. So they have to continue to perform. It's rough on them.
Ronbo, I get you. Yeah, I mean, I guess. But, I mean, you've already made your money. And, Ronbo,
no, there's a problem, too. That's Deebo.
Ronbo, but 2 Super Bowl losses and 2 NFC championships, I ain't gonna lie. My mind, I don't know where my mind would be after this right now, Ronbo. Like, how do you come into the next week saying, all right, guys,
let's go. Pumped up.
They got lucky. What do you say, Ronbo? Do you say, oh, they got lucky? Oh, we missed some. Like, what do you say after this Super Bowl loss, Ronbo? Like, what can you say to the media?
Well, somebody's going to come over to you on the team and say, look, you're a professional. Act like it. That's all they're thinking to themselves. They're going to come out, they're going to work hard, but in their own mind, they're probably entertaining some thoughts that probably are not good. I'm pretty sure of that, Jalen. So you're onto something there. But we got to go, though, fam.
Ronbo. And then we got this unknown, I don't even know who the defensive coordinator is, Ronbo. Jesus Christ. Like, if the guy was so good, he would have been our coach last year, Ronbo. You know Kyle Shanahan doesn't really want this guy as the defensive coordinator. I mean,
Man, well,
what would have been the
Steve,
point of you getting Wilkes if you knew this guy was going to be the next in line, Ronbo?
well, no, and
That,
then again, you can't. Kyle learned something. Don't bring people in handcuffed and tell them you got to do everything we're doing already here. Just add your flavor to it, but don't bring your people in and just see if you
yeah,
can continue keeping
Ronbo.
the stream. That was a bad
You don't
thing.
want an outsider looking in, Ronbo. You don't
No.
want an outsider looking in. So,
Jalen, we're gonna go. I'll see you Sunday though, Jalen, and I can't tell you it's gonna get all right. It may get worse. not between now and
I mean,
Sunday.
it ain't gonna. I mean, Rombo, the NFC West is pure dog shit. So we ain't losing the division, but damn it, the Ravens got Derrick Henry, Rombo. That's gonna be hard.
That is really scary.
Like Rombo.
Anyway.
Oh my God.
All right. Well, let's wait and see if Derrick can get past Patrick. He got his own problems. All right, Jalen, I'll see you Sunday. Yeah, I wish you wouldn't have brought up Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson in the same field. I know Josh Allen is thinking, what the hell is going to happen now? Hey, yo, KC.
Ronbo, this is how we as the 49ers come together. That's what this story is this year. Here we are in May talking about the Super Bowl.
I know, right? We got a lot of nerve.
What can one do?
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how you come back from that, but I know that how we come together is what this team is all about this year.
Well, Casey, do you feel like you're asking too much of that team? That's one way to look at it, too. See, we expect the 49ers to get up. All right, no big deal. Let's go. We got a job to finish. I don't,
Ronbo. These guys are professional athletes.
True.
They're getting paid a lot of money to go out there.
Absolutely.
George Kittle got paid a lot of money to have 4 yards in the Super Bowl. These guys got to bounce back. And that's what good players do. That's what the great ones do.
Man, it's a lot, though. Uphill climb all the time.
Yeah. Well,
Casey, good for us, though, because we get entertaining football all these years because every time they went off the field, they felt it was unfinished work. And it was. They should have won. Every game they've lost, they should have won. They were right in position to win. How bad is that?
Brock Purdy's what, 24 years old now?
Purdy, yeah.
25 years
somewhere
old.
like that, yeah.
This team is built to come back with Purdy. They're going to be fine. Nothing gets to him, man.
No, he's as cool as the other side of the pillow.
Hopefully Trent Williams takes a page out of Purdy's book, gets his mind in shape. Trent really didn't show up in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? The difference in the Niners right now and the Harbaugh Niners is the offensive line. The Harbaugh Niners had the offensive line down. If you could take that Harbaugh offensive line and put it in that Super Bowl.
But you can't, and we've got to work with what we got, and they've got to get it done. Can you imagine Casey being McKivitz and Brindle, and you're hearing the noise. There's no way you can hide from that. I just wonder what they're thinking. Are they drinking extra protein shakes? Are they staying in the gym a little longer? Are they working on their footwork? Are they making measures to get people to shut the hell up? I would.
Remember, they just got to put it on tape, man.
Yeah. Well,
they got to lean behind McCaffrey and Purdy.
But that's the nice thing I like about Brock. He doesn't need the all-world offensive line to get his job done. I think he'll be okay, but I don't want him out there getting beat up because the offensive line he's just good at maneuvering behind him. And he might be better this year than he was last year just because he knows him now.
All right.
So. But Casey, did John
But,
Lynch...
Ronbo, like I said, I don't think anything really gets him Purdy. I think he's going to find out. I think he's going to study his game.
He's still going to have that look on his face. Like, I got this. He always has that look like, I got this.
Basically, he's just such a good. He's so ready to play poker.
Yeah, he does.
He's got the bankroll for it. He could just jump in and.
You can't tell what he's thinking.
You can't let the last hand dictate. What's going to happen in the next hand. So, Ronbo, man, I kind of got to get back to work here, but I'm going to leave you with this in May.
Right.
I'm going to say, shout out Brunskill.
Thank you for holding the fort down, Ronbo. There's not many full-grown men I would wait 2 hours on the phone on Friday night to speak to you.
And I do appreciate that, by the way.
Right
Thank you,
on,
Casey.
I know you do. Thank you, production. 5-time Super Bowl champion, San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah.
Detroit versus themselves. Have a good night, Ronbo.
All right, Casey. Look for you Sunday. Yeah, it's the only thing people can use against 49er fans. You guys haven't had a trophy, God knows how long, and blah, blah, blah. Nixon administration, what you people understand is no matter how many times you try to get a trophy, you'll always be sucking on you know what. So think about that a minute. You can put expiration dates on the trophies all you like. We don't care. The numbers will not change because you can't catch up. Isn't that terrible? Poor things. Well, it's a big show. Ooh, it's a big show tonight. So, always a pleasure. Get in here and tell me how you feel about
reality.
John. Huh?
Readings from reality.
Did John Lynch lie to us? Is that the truth?
Absolutely, he did. He's the greatest BSer of all time that we've ever had as general manager. I remember when the whole DeForest Buckner and Eric Armstead saga started to heat up before the draft, and the overall consensus was that Eric Armstead was going to get dealt.
Yeah.
And we were wrong.
Yeah.
We were blindsided. We thought DeForest Buckner was going to get paid, and he's the one who ended up getting dealt.
Yeah.
So they do the opposite of what the overall consensus is that we think is going to happen, that we see on here.
So you can't leave out some valuable facts in that argument because, they offered Eric more money than they did. DeForest Buckner more money than they did Eric initially. And then, of course, the trade.
They did not.
Well, I understand.
Eric, DeForest Buckner's demands.
How much did he get paid in Indy? Didn't he get in excess of 25?
They just restructured it, or they just renegotiated it, I think, or I don't know. Anyway, but
the 49ers were never going to pay that much, and they just decided, okay, you know what, we can't argue with you about that amount of money. We're not going to be able to offer 25. I think they wanted to stop somewhere around 19. Eric was pissed off. DeForest was pissed off because the 49ers refused to budge from that number. I think he might have taken it had they given him $1 more million. Now that pisses me off. I don't think DeForest wanted 25. He wanted at least 20.
That brings me to my next point. History shows that they're set on a number. They're not going to move. Same situation with Aiyuk. They're at a number, and Aiyuk's at a different number, and then he's going to walk after this year.
Well, they signed
because
Nick.
of Jacob Cowing and Ricky Pearsall takes off, and there's no need for Aiyuk. Because Ronbo, to be honest with you, Aiyuk is Aiyuk is a third option on our offense. His offense runs through CMC. Okay. He catches passes.
In essence,
he's a running back. Yeah. And then George Kittle's the second choice. And then we go to our receivers. Why would we go to a third choice? And why would we pay our third choice $30 million? Okay, that makes no sense.
Interestingly enough, you're picking Aiyuk. You've not entertained the thought of letting Deebo go?
I think he's gone no matter what because we just got younger at receiver, Ronbo. Our offense is changing before our very eyes.
But the thing is,
yes, it may not be this year.
Yeah, but the team would
maybe
be better off
next year.
Well, who would the team be better off with, Deebo or Aiyuk?
They'd be better off with Cowing and Pearsall should they take off after this year. And we're not.
Yeah, Big Show, you got to be careful about that though because it's very risky.
But we also got to be careful paying Aiyuk because this could be a fluke because he was playing in the contract year.
Well, true, but you got to make sure that Cowing and Pearsall can carry the load. Now, you can't just throw everything in the trash.
Again, Ronbo, our receivers do not carry the load. It's CMC that does.
No, but they play a role to make it all works. It all fits together. It's a machine, you know. If your receivers aren't worth a damn, all I got to do is set 20 guys in the box.
105.
Well, yeah, but they still were successful. There are a lot of yards between those guys.
Yeah, but our offense still runs through CMC, and that's our number one option right there.
Your best offense is too.
Kittle's number 2, Aiyuk's number 3. So that makes 0 sense paying him $30 million a year.
That's just
when we don't have it.
that's just schematically the way it's set up. But Aiyuk plays a role in that, which makes that whole offense work, just like everybody else in that offense.
Of course, and Kyle Shanahan saw something in Ricky Pearsall, who also plays outside.
I need past tense,
he
though.
plays outside as well.
I need to be able to say next year, okay, we can afford to let Aiyuk go. I'm not talking now, Show, because Dante Pettis looked awesome too when he first came in. You got to be careful with that.
They had said they had drafted for the future too, so I'm not.
Yeah, but you got to be sure.
I'm not.
Are you sure that Pearsall is going to be able to do it?
Oh, I'm absolutely sure. I believe in Shanahan. He knows how to develop receivers.
Well, what happened to Dante?
That was a complete joke. We all knew Dante was not that good.
Coming in out of college, he was. I thought he was going to be great.
Well,
remember that opening game when Jimmy
Aiyuk,
hit him deep downfield with that pass that he circulated around, and you know how hard it is to track a football that deep downfield. Pettis made one of the best catches I've ever seen. It stayed in bounds.
Dante started off great. We can't do anything about his mind. That's not Kyle Shanahan's job.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you better make sure that you've got a receiver you can afford to let go of another one with. That's all I'm saying.
Ronbo, our offense is changing before our very eyes, and a lot of people need to accept that. It's going to happen sooner rather than later because this team is on its last leg. This is the last dance. We've got a lot of free agent players next year, and a lot of them are going to be gone because we're going to be paying our quarterback $45 to $50 million. So we've got to accept reality. We've got to accept that, and there's going to be no room for a $30 million player. And Trent Williams is also going to leave. Where are we going to find the money for that replacement?
Well, no, the thing is, there's where your draft is going to come in. The 49ers should have done it this year, but there wasn't anybody there, and they didn't trade up. The 49ers didn't strategically go after somebody to actually take over for Trent Williams either. Did you notice that? They just threw their hands up in the air, picked 31, and said, okay, well, listen, let's get a good receiver. This way we're going to make attempt to fix the future before it even happens.
Yeah, because they saw the situation with Aiyuk right now, and they're not in agreement on money terms, and they drafted his eventual replacement.
I want you to rehearse your speech. So
they're not saying that out loud, but I am.
I know you are. And when they do sign Aiyuk, and they always sign the guys they want.
Bravo, if I was right every time, I would be Nostradamus. Okay.
I want you to show. You've got to go ahead and publicly apologize.
I've got a gut feeling they're not gonna sign him. Otherwise, they would have signed him already.
No, they wouldn't.
This is
show.
Yeah,
when was the last time they signed anybody in May? When?
I don't know. I can't look back on the top.
I can tell you, no, they've never done that. It's always
late summer. And they end up
shooting
themselves in the foot because of doing that.
I know it, and I don't know why they do it either. But they're gonna do it. They always do.
Aiyuk's not happy right now.
I know.
Because they're not in an agreement on a number. Otherwise, they would have signed him.
They're still talking.
They should use that money they got. They should have used that money they gave Hargraves, who was a complete, honestly, didn't work out here, just like Chase Young, and gave that money to Aiyuk. That would have been Aiyuk's money.
Didn't lose any money on Chase. They're okay there. So,
no, I'm not saying that's my part, but I don't think they signed him for a long-term deal. I really don't.
I think
they just got cheaper at wide receiver, but before our very eyes, and you guys have a hard time accepting reality. And
I like when you do this because
the situation is
I can say,
what it is.
So I told you back in May, and you said it was not going to happen. Now, in August is when I suspect they're going to sign him. See, I told you, man. This is what they do. Now they got to pay him. Somebody else just got paid the other day. Another wide receiver. I'm looking
because
at that
they have the money to. We don't. Wow, but we're at $6 million in cap space right now.
Other people have better sense than the 49ers. They refuse to sign people when they should to get a jump on the rest of these guys, and then they end up paying too much. But anyway.
And other teams also had no problem trading away their premier star wide receivers, A.J. Brown, Stephon Diggs, Tyreek Hill, Devontae Adams got traded.
We're not other teams.
So
we're the 49ers.
Yeah, but we're about to become one. So we don't have the money to. So
all right, Joe.
Just accept it.
You have
who was it that said that? The Rev that said that or something? Or,
you've left.
Where's he at? I need him to back me up here.
No back up for you, Show. You're on an island.
Open that book again, please, Rev. Come in here and open that book, please.
We gotta go, Show. All
right, take care. Shut out.
You too, fam. You gotta love him. Hey, Justin, or Cubs. Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on, fam. 49 Brian says, I'm making a Costco run. Anybody need anything? I'm getting a case of Kleenex for Jalen and the Big Show. Brian, they're just weary and worn out. Some people don't have a threshold for constant fail, which is what we've done, to be candid. I mean, to be real about it. Those fails have got to stop happening at the end. I'd rather fail early on. I don't want to go to the playoffs, and I'm going to go in there and come out like that all the time. Justin.
Ronbo.
Justin.
I want to talk to Amelia. What's up, man?
Hey.
You talking to me?
Yeah. I'm glad you got in here tonight, too.
Hey, buddy. How's it going?
It's going like a 49er fan. Justin, we have had to deal. It's a long time to deal with what the 49er fan has had to go through. That's a painful thing. It leaves a scar coming out of every season. And damn, again.
Well, as you can see by my name, I'm a Cubs fan, so I've dealt with that my whole entire adult life. Yeah. We get through it. Yeah. I just did not expect it out of the 49ers.
I know, right?
Over the last several years. So that's been very difficult. Now let's clear up some things. I had a whole list of things I wanted to talk about, but let's run back through some previous comments. Where do you want to start? You want to start with BA?
Okay.
BA is not going anywhere. It's not. He's not going anywhere. You're going to pay him $30 million because you need that, or $32 million, or whatever it is that he requires. And that contract's not getting done until after June. Like you said earlier, a few minutes ago, that's not getting done until June, July, August, moving forward, right?
Yep. That's
just the way that they do it. And then it also has to do with Eric Armstead's contract coming off as a June 1st cut. That frees up $10 million. So we're freeing up money right there. Now we move forward. Okay, so then that's been done and over with. Now moving on from Deebo, which they're not going to do, would save them money. But they're not going to do that, and they don't have to do that.
Yep.
So it's absolutely not going to happen. Not this year. But this will be Deebo's last year, and then we take this kid, Pearsall, we slide him into that Z slot that Deebo plays. Now, he's not Deebo, but we slide him into that slot next year, a year from now.
Right.
And that's how this moving thing, it's a Rubik's Cube of team building, and I did not agree with it.
Take notes,
I did not agree with it.
This is how it works. This is exactly how this is rational. This makes sense. It's people are not patient, but that's what's going on. You're moving pieces and parts so everything fits. You don't get rid of your premier people hoping that the kid you brought in is going to be able to fill that void. That's suicide. You got to wait a minute.
And they're not ever going to be the same player. Well, and that's the other side of it, too.
Yeah.
I don't want fans to think that they're ever going to be the same player. Nobody's ever going to be Deebo. But somebody else can play that singular position, though not the same role.
And still give you satisfaction, but it's not going to be the same way.
And
you're right.
It's going to evolve, but that's the thing that we've had to deal with. And I like the way, from a 10,000-foot view looking down, in hindsight kind of thing, I like the way that the draft evolved. If the players can check the boxes. We don't know. There's been so many draft misses over the years for our team, for other teams. There's always draft misses. Like you don't know. Nobody goes 7 for 7 in a draft. The next time that happens will be the first time. And that's just what it is. But
Brock Purdy was a miracle. He really was.
He was. And we got nobody else in that same draft. Nobody else in that draft.
Does that make any sense?
Except for the very last pick.
The last guy.
That's insane. You can't predict it, but what you can do is get a laser-focused idea. You can get clarity on what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
Now, that doesn't mean it's going to succeed, but that's the effort. That's where the direction they're taking. And, I watched the show the other day, and it made me kind of smile for a little bit, gave me a perspective that I didn't have. So in the moment when the draft was happening, each individual pick, the first one, I had to go to bed that night wondering, why did we reach up for this young man? Why? Right?
Yeah.
The next day, okay, now I woke up and I'm like, all right, let's see what happens today. So then next pick, we take Renardo. Now we got a corner. Fine. Okay, great.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing, now we got an offensive lineman. Okay, great. I don't know these players. Now, I haven't heard of them or watched their tape or done any research on them. And I'm doing the same thing as every other fan. I'm looking up, who are these people? Who are these people? Who are these people? Trying to read as much about them as a kid. And what I heard, the tape that somebody else had, and I'm going to recycle it, is after the first pick, the next one made more sense. And then the next one made more sense. And then the next one made more sense. And then we got to the running back. We took the running back in the fourth round, and oh my God, I was the same as every other 49ers fan, wanting to throw something at, you've got to be kidding me. We're taking another running back? And then you read about him.
He's amazing.
And then you read about him. Yeah, his size and his speed, there's only one other player who matches it, and it's DK Metcalf. Well, that's a wide receiver, but this kid, Isaac Guerrero, is a running back, except that he has his flaws like anybody would in the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth rounds, etc. You all got flaws. Everybody's got flaws. We all got. I got flaws. Ronbo, you got flaws.
Oh yeah.
We all got flaws.
Yeah.
And then some of us are Rams fans, and we're just inherently flawed.
Good shot. I said it all in stride.
See what I did there?
Yeah, I did. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, well,
but you're absolutely right.
And
And that's why we question the process so often. And the 49ers are one of the best teams in the NFL. Now, like that flaw is we don't finish, but I'll be damned if we're not competitive. And as I said, we've been a little spoiled. I call it spoiled because we're kicking ass every year. We're just not getting it done. But as far as being fully disappointed in the 49ers, we can't really do that because we're not, entitlement is not for fans.
No, but I remember a conversation that occurred a few years back on a show that I watch, and the question was posed. It's not about the show, it's about the question. The question is, do you want to be in contention every year and competing for the opportunity to win? Or would you rather be a Rams, for example?
Buy it. Championship.
Buy a championship and then not compete for 3 years. Or
longer.
Let's say you're exactly. Or to take it away from the dig, let's say you're the Jets. When the hell have the Jets? How long has it been?
Oh God!
You know,
poor franchise.
How would you like to be How would you like to be a Browns fan paying your quarterback a guaranteed $267 million or whatever?
I'm glad you're making these comparisons.
How would you like to be that fan?
All right, so I'm saying we overreact sometimes, and we don't look at the people that really are suffering. Look at Josh Allen and company over in Buffalo. That's really sad. You know, so
what does that man have to do?
You know,
he has carried that team.
Yeah.
Look at the Bengals.
They've been our
Joe
victims.
Burrow, which I'll take Josh Allen above Joe Burrow every day of the week.
Yeah.
By the way, and you know, Josh Allen got so close. And what's funny about Josh Allen is that game with the Chiefs is the reason the overtime rule was changed.
I know, right?
Because he took them down, and with 13 seconds left, the Chiefs had the ball. They went down, and they won the game. Josh Allen never got the ball back in his hand, but he threw what would have been a game-winning touchdown or whatever, and there was 13 seconds left. Patrick Mahomes went down. He tied the game. The Chiefs got the ball in overtime, and Josh Allen never got the ball again. That's what caused the outrage.
See?
Does everybody forget that?
No, I've been sympathetic toward the Bills for a long time. Stephon Diggs did it this year, and Stephon makes more noise than anybody in that clubhouse about how unhappy he is. And he got hit with a pass. It would have won the game, and now he's mad. Okay, you know what? I want out of here. Oh, Jesus, Stephon, catch the ball. And now, man, that's a dumpster fire going on in that locker room. They got some problems. And how about the Dallas Cowboys? Nobody talks about them. They talk about us. But they got the same amount of time of screw-ups and years down. They haven't even been in the playoffs as much as we have. They've done nothing compared to the 49ers. No. They're America's team, and they get a lot of flack, though, I must say. But, it's just...
When was the last time the Cowboys were in the NFC Championship game?
You'd have to Google that.
No,
I have no answer for you on that.
You can go straight back to 1995.
Oh, that's it. There you go.
That was the last time they won the Super Bowl, and that was the last time they were in an NFC Championship game. However, they did win the Super Bowl the year after us.
Why?
So if you want to argue with the Cowboys fan, they're like, well, who's won the last Super Bowl between the teams?
I know,
and that's a pill to swallow.
And I don't Cowboy fans. I don't argue with them except from a distance because you really can't end up getting physical. Like God, Jesus, they're annoying. They always have been.
No, Ronbo, I live in Oklahoma. I'm surrounded by Cowboys fans, and it's always fun. Because I'll just ask them. I was like, "So, how's the playoffs for you?" and just wait for them to answer. How did that go? Oh, you got it. Hold on. So you just resigned Ezekiel Elliott? I didn't know you needed another center. Like, dig all the way in. Dig all the way in. 10 toes in the dirt. Let's go.
Justin, we appreciate you, fam. I wish to get you in there more often because there's times I see you in the chat we can't get you in there. But listen, I'll be back Sunday, so I'll be looking for you. All right?
I'll be looking for you, Rombo.
All right, Justin.
It's good.
That's great perspective.
Bye, Rams fans. So we'll see you next year. You had a good draft. I'm looking forward to the challenge.
Ain't that the truth? Not Justin.
Hell yeah, it is, my friend. Thank you, brother.
Thank you, fam. Yeah, you can't get a Ram to stop talking about his draft. Yeah, you guys, man, we won that draft. No, you didn't. The Eagles won it as per usual. And the Falcons are getting more and more grease put on them about that draft. Tony, you know about that, because you're catching it. Actually, his own people are talking about how bad that draft was. You can't call a draft bad. Everybody does it, but you need to wait a little minute to see what happens in the ensuing. You don't know what you picked up. There could be a lot of. Did anybody know Puka Nacua was going to be as good as he was when he came to the Rams when he drafted him? I don't think so. And that's why I tell Show, you got to be careful about throwing people to the curb too soon. You got to wait a minute. It's all a work in progress. Okay, slide this here. Okay, we can. This is going to work. Okay, we can get rid of this piece. That makes sense. I'm not getting rid of both Deebo and Aiyuk, and I don't know anything about Cowing and Ricky. No. Hey, Michael.
Hey, Ronbo, how's your night going, buddy?
It's getting near the season, so it's all right. How you doing?
I can't wait for the schedule to come out. You're doing good. I can't wait for the schedule to come out this month. I'm waiting for the day to come out so I can celebrate the first victim we're going to go after.
That's right. That's right. We can look at this.
I like to know who our first champion's going to be. Who's going to be our first guy? I hope it's the Rams. I don't think it'll be the Rams.
We had them last year.
Beat somebody in the AFC.
We had them last
year. I think it'll be an AFC team.
Yeah. No. You always start with the home team, right? We had the Rams in Week 3 this past year, I think.
We opened up in Pittsburgh. Last year we opened up in Pittsburgh.
Oh, that's right.
We opened up in Pittsburgh. Remember we beat them?
I do. We had the Rams in Week 3, I think.
I wonder if we'll play one of the AFC East teams first. Hope it's not Buffalo.
It's our turn, actually.
Maybe the Rams will play Buffalo first. That'll be their first victim.
I could see that.
You know? Yeah. And then my friend was at the draft, so this is funny. My friend was asking the mayor of Detroit, why is there no seats in the draft? And he just sat there. He called the mayor and asked him, I'm standing in the draft for 4.5, 5 hours, and there's no seat. My legs were hurting. Why do you cheap for seats?
That's why people should have bought fold-up lawn chairs out there. That'd have been hilarious. That just shows everybody how bad it is.
I know, right? Imagine standing for 5 hours. My God, imagine people with bad legs.
Can't imagine. Especially got pick number 31 or 32. You're going to be up there. Yeah.
What happens if you're in the middle of the crowd and it's raining? Whoops.
Well, you know, it was the most. There were more people there than any other draft.
Yeah. No, I give it credit. A lot of people, but no seats. That's what he asked. He says, yeah, you guys go with a lot of people, but where's the seats? That's 49ers fans need some seats.
Also, the way it's laid out, where's the bathroom?
Let the Rams stand. Yeah, the bathrooms too, yeah. Imagine if you had to go to the bathroom, you're in the middle of the crowd.
And you got the outhouse, and you got to stand in line for indefinite. You know what? That was a strategic mess. I can't imagine what that was like. I could have it seen leaving early.
Yeah, but no, I can't wait for the season. My daughter gives a shout out to Tony Ryan, 49er Brian, and no, 49er Brian's not no chomo tribe. You need to stop that, putting that in the group. My daughter's 26. So what? You could talk to her. She could talk to him. Remember, females have a right to talk to people. Yeah. You can't judge them and these guys saying that they're chomos if they're talking to some girl because, you know, a lot of them were probably older than you.
You know, this is the thing. That's why I do my best to keep guys off of the women because girls are afraid to come in here.
You do the best, man. You got one of the best shows out there, man. Like my daughter says, you're number one. And she's opened at Tony Wright with the Falcon show. She wants to see Tony Wright do his YouTube show for Atlanta.
That would be great.
No, she would. No, she would love to. She would go sit there and maybe call in or go join in. Oh, yeah. And then Tony should do a background with, you know, with one, like how you do with the 49er quarterback. Maybe he could pick, you know, Atlanta Falcons best all-time, you know, player to put in the background.
You know, hey, there's a thought. Who's the greatest Atlanta Falcon of all time?
Who is it, Tony? Give it an answer.
That's a good question.
That's a good question, Tony. Tony Wright should know the answer. No, I don't know. Tony Wright should definitely know the answer. Hey, Mr. Prescott, you almost, I don't know. You're lucky you didn't you're not getting in trouble with the law. Something about sexual assault or something with a girl. Yeah, I don't know if you saw that report of Prescott. I said, oh, here we go again. Here they go again. Only the Cowboys will screw up.
Oh, I know. What's that quarterback's name that Tony's always telling Falcons fans to knock it off? He's not the greatest of all time. The one who got put in jail for the dog fights.
Michael Vick?
What?
Michael Vick. Michael Vick.
Well, hey, see,
Virginia Tech quarterback.
There's a problem with that, though. You put him in the background, he went to jail. I can't put a convicted felon on the wall if I'm Tony. Who are you going to put?
Why just oh my God.
That's funny.
That's like the Patriots putting Hernandez in the background.
I didn't want to laugh at that. But Hernandez had mental issues. Maybe Vic does too. I don't know. But I mean, you know, I feel bad about Hernandez. Damn good football player. Oh, well, they had that two tight end set. Woo! Hernandez. Bronx. Whoa.
You're not going to get rid of No, you're not getting rid of no big, you know, receivers. Keep them. She says keep them, and she saw OBJ signed with Miami for 1 year. So that's all right. I'm saying, but we'll be playing in now.
OBJ took his show.
with Miami.
Yeah, right. OBJ took his show to Miami. You know what? I'm glad we didn't sign him. We could have.
No. And if we're going to go after the Seahawks, you know, guy, well, go for the 1 year. Let him earn that. And if he does good, that means he'll get a better offer somewhere else.
No, he won't.
He comes to us to make stuff better.
It's time for OBJ to stop. Quit. Just quit. You can't take it anymore. You're going to get injured as soon as you get out there.
Yeah. I just can't wait. We all should put in for the 49er chat. Who do you think is going to be our first week 1 game? See who gets it right. Yeah. No, I think we should do it. See who you're going to play for week 1.
Well, how many weeks? What week did they give us a schedule?
I think it's going to be the NFC East. Yeah, I mean, the only AFC team after we're playing is the Chiefs, but we're playing the AFC East, the Jets, Patriots, Buffalo, and New England. So that's, I'd like to know who will be our first team to play. Or we could be playing
Jets.
Our NFC team.
It's Jets.
Jets? Maybe Jets on the road?
It's Jets, Michael. I don't know if they're going to play them on the road or not, but it's going to be the Jets.
It's all right. Take on Rodgers. We'll take them. If we took care of business last year, we'll get back to our business winning the Super Bowl. Don't worry, I got faith in us. At least the 2 LA teams got knocked out in basketball. Poor LA. The Lakers and the Clippers both go home. Oh, LA Ruby to go home.
The Clippers are a huge disappointment, too. They were just rolling. They need more size, though. And they need people who can think.
One team we got to watch out, Ronbo, is the Knicks. Knicks look good. Young guys, talent. The Knicks look good. The Celtics look good. No, the Knicks definitely look good. It's going to be good. Denver. Oh, yeah.
But listen, Denver's that's just unreal. I don't see anybody beating Denver. The Celtics aren't going to do it.
In Denver. Well, you never know. You know, whoever shows up, shows up. This is not going to be no LA team.
No, Boston lost that big guy. What's his name? He's hurt really bad.
Yeah, but he might be back. Yeah, but he might come back. He's not out for the year. He'll be back.
Yeah, we'll see. You got to be, even if you're in good health, Nicole is just really ridiculous. My God.
Djokovic is good for
Jesus.
Djokovic is good for Denver.
God, he's standing 14 feet away from the three-point line. A guy's in his face, and he drops a net bottom. How the hell did he do that? Anyway,
I just fell back from Milwaukee. Yep, but I can't wait for spring practice. See how a receiver looks out there. See a running back, that quarterback from Wisconsin. I can't wait to watch him. I can't wait for seeing him throw.
Yeah, I know, right?
I mean, I know how
we
good
got
I want to see this
Wisconsin game. The preseason.
I can't wait, man. I just like to see who our first game is going to be this year. I got to say, I can't wait.
It's going to be exciting.
I just can't wait.
Right,
I'm being excited for this year. All right, buddy.
Should be. See you Sunday. Night.
You too. You shout out to Tony Royce. Good night, Brian. Have a good night, Ronbo. You too, buddy.
Thanks, Michael. You too. Jay Realistic. It's my birthday tomorrow. Can I get a shout out, Jay Realistic? Yes, you can. Oh, wait, let me tune up here. Happy Niners birthday time to Jay. Jay, you almost. This is Easter Sunday coming up, ain't it? Is this Easter Sunday? That is Good Friday, right? It was you and the Lord. Happy Niners birthday, Jay Realistic. Happy Banana birthday, Jay Real. Happy Niners. Happy birthday, fam. Thanks that I caught you too. Am I right? Is this Easter's first Sunday in the month? Am I wrong on that? Easter Sunday. I've lost my mind. I thought okay. No, I'm a Christian. I was that kid that sat in Sunday school and was messing around in the back and had to be constantly told, Ronnie, you have something you want to share with the rest of us? No, I'm all right. Well, you have to sit still and be quiet. Pointing out to Brian.
What's up, Bravo?
not Easter Sunday. I don't know where I was.
I was like, damn, I want some ham. I'm hungry.
But see, you know, that's what I quit every holiday. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and Easter. Big dinner time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yummy. Love that stuff.
Brian.
Anyway, yeah.
I was at John Lynch.
Go ahead, sir.
I worry about John Lynch every year because he has that face where he gets in smiling and he speaks with this aura that makes you believe that he would dare not lie to you. And, you know, if 2 weeks from now, Brandon Aiyuk has been dealt to the Pittsburgh Steelers, John, wow. You set yourself up for disappointment. I mean, whatever. It depends on how you feel about Aiyuk. Do you want him to stay on the team?
Yeah, I sure do. Yeah. I mean, come on. I'd rather see Deebo go, honestly.
Yeah, if you have to choose.
At this point. Yeah. Deebo, bye. You take your Lamborghinis and you can go somewhere else. I don't care.
But Aiyuk's just a more dependable receiver.
No, honestly, Ronbo, I love Deebo, but he's got to have a good year this year.
Yeah, he really
or
does.
I'm done.
And I think he's going to, too. Yeah, Deebo, the fire's been set on him.
Then we got a problem then, right? If Deebo has a good year and we sign Aiyuk, oh boy. I don't want to sound like Big Show, but then we're going to have some major decisions to make, you know?
We're going to next year anyway. So, we've come to a crossroad by next year for sure. We've ran out of blue chip salaries. We've already spent our limit. or they have, and I don't know that they can do again. Renewing contracts is going to be difficult.
I agree. I agree with all that. And I don't think Brock Purdy is going to be commanding $50 million, honestly.
I don't think so. I think
that's silly.
Yeah. Brock's going to get a lot of money from different places. Brock's just a likable kid. I mean, they got him up on the John Deere tractor. He's been doing some other spots. He just
Toyota.
Yeah, right. He just represents a wholesomeness that if I got a company, I'd like to have his face out there to show people, hey, look, Brock likes the product, which we got paid him, but I mean, still,
And Ronbo, I want to be kind of a smartass like I always am anyway, but Brock Purdy is not a top 10 quarterback. Why does he need $50 million, Ronbo?
I know. Well,
I'm being facetious.
He is a top 10 quarterback, and we've heard it too many times, people nailing him all the time. He deserves, but you know what?
I'm talking about like Nick Wrong and Grant Cohn and all these nerdy little journalists that have never played football in their lives, but they can judge our quarterback.
Yeah.
You know, I love it.
So they're not looking at the win-loss record. And for that, Brian, how many guys were relieved when Brock finally had that game against the Ravens? Well, that pretty much settles it. It's going to be between Dak Prescott and Lamar Jackson. I threw up in my mouth.
Ronbo,
I said, what the? How is Dak in this?
Ronbo, they were chomping at the bit for us to lose a game.
I know.
They were just waiting in the wings like a vulture in the sky, waiting just to swoop down and chew the heck out of poor old Brock Purdy. You know,
I'm serious. On so many levels. I know it. God.
Yeah. So I know how those clowns operate. You know, the little weasel Ian Rappaports, and you know,
Ian's not as bad as Cowherd
up all this crap.
And Nick. You know,
Colin Cowpie. Yeah.
God, I've lost all respect for Cowherd. I used to have a lot of respect for him, actually, but Cowherd. I mean, especially when he got rid of Joy off the show. I said, Cowherd, you know what? You did yourself a favor.
Ronbo, when he made the comment, I like my quarterbacks to not wear a hat on backwards, and
I was over before that, but that did it.
That was just, I don't know. I mean, you know what? I like when my sports entertainers just don't stay stupid shit like you just did, and just stick to the facts of the sport.
Talk about the game, Cowherd. His apparel is none of your business. None. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah.
You're just taking a vicious shot for no reason.
Like I say, you know, all these sports writers are always wrong. They're like the weathermen. You know, they get paid to be wrong. So it must be nice. But I can't wait till we win a Super Bowl. I know all of you thinking we're not gonna, but eventually we will win one.
I do think so.
You know?
Shannon and Lynch are not going to be denied
you
forever.
Have to stay positive.
Yeah.
I just get tired of, you know what I get tired of. I don't have to tell you. The negative waves.
They're never going to stop. It's tough at the top, Brian.
The hate on Kyle crowd, you know? I mean, I'm critical of Kyle, too. I didn't like how he was overusing CMC all year.
Worries everybody.
That really bothered me.
That's unanimous.
And you know, I don't know what Jordan Mason did. I mean, did he fumble? I don't even remember him fumbling the ball or anything.
Well, I think at one time at breakfast, I think he peed in Kyle's cornflakes or something, because there's no justifiable reason for you to keep Jordan Mason on the bench all the time.
And the only thing I can figure that Elijah Mitchell did was he just was hurt all the time, you know?
Yeah.
So the whole thing's just bizarre. Yeah. That's the only thing that bothers me about Kyle is how he treats his running backs, you know? Just has a weird system on how to he's got to quit overworking CMC. He's going to get him hurt, you know? I'm surprised he actually didn't pull something or.
That's why I love the CMC trains. The guy works like an animal in the off season, and he needs to.
Isn't he just a machine?
Yes.
Oh my God,
he works hard.
Just think about if we didn't have him for this year.
Oh.
If we didn't have that man, can you imagine? I mean, Kyle would have had no running game maybe without him.
I worry about next year, because how many years can he take that kind of a battering? Maybe that. I think Kyle knows that. I got Garindo. Maybe Mason doesn't have to leave. you can't depend on Mitchell. He'll be out there today. He'll give you a sparkling performance. But we'll hear after the game, Elijah Mitchell has sustained another tear on his. Well, how come he played the whole 4 quarters?
We can't have, what year was it? We had all those. Was it 2019? We had all those injuries. Oh my God!
Don't even.
That was just a nightmare year.
One after another, week after week, and started at the wrong stadium to begin with. I think that ruined it. Remember when we went to New York? We dealt with the Jet.
Oh, their turf, wasn't it? It was a bad turf.
You start to create little tears and muscles. The tissue starts to get weak working on that stuff all the time anyway, right? So as they came away for 2 weeks in a row having to deal with that crap, and that just domino effect from the rest of the season. Guys are going down like flies.
Man, that turf is like concrete, Ronbo. It's just hard, and I don't know how those guys deal with that, you know. And what's wrong with the NFL? Can't they afford some grass here and there? I mean, it's just ridiculous.
Brian,
bunch of cheap asses.
But remember what they did? They sent what they call so-called experts to come out and make some evaluations, turf versus natural surface. And you know what they came out with? There's no evidence or proof that there's any more injury sustained on turf than there is natural surfaces. Oh,
yeah, you know what, that's a pile of Ronbo. That's a pile of Barbra Streisand. I'm sorry.
It just goes against the grain to run around on that surface. There's no give to it, guys.
Yeah, and so you give the Chiefs the Raiders field and make us go play on UNLV for practice for the Super Bowl.
Design.
When we knew that, they knew that field was bad too.
It may be the reason why Dre's the Achilles finally ripped. He might have lasted a little longer.
Yeah, just man, I don't know, man. I really think I do like I think our field has improved. Remember how bad it was a few years ago, though, Levi Stadium? I mean, it was a nightmare.
Yeah, because the grass, they were using it for multi-functions. You can't use a football stadium like that. And every time they go out and resurface, you can't keep doing that. Of course you got to.
No. And it would just turn into straight mush, remember? I mean, guys were getting killed and
flying up and people running.
It looked like somebody took a crayon and just rubbed it all over their jerseys. It was hilarious.
God. You ever watch a horse race? You see the sod. You see the dirt flying and everything. That's the way Levi's look. Guys running down the field. What is that fly up in the air? But that's surface. Would you guys water it yesterday and put a game on it today? So I don't know. They must have some new rules on that. That's why Santa Clara and Jed York are getting into fights every year, probably, because Jed says, "Listen, I've spoken to you people."
Can I bring up Juwan Jennings too? I don't want Juwan to go either.
Nobody does.
No. I mean, so Ronbo, what's going on with Danny Gray and Ronnie Bell? Are they going to be gone?
They're going to have to work awfully.
I don't see them beat.
They look at the odd men out, though. It's going to be tough for them to beat any of the rest of the guys out. I mean, just looking at their talent versus the people they've got to deal with, and Conley's no slouch either. The rest of the guys are definitely above them. Ricky and Cowing, they get the benefit of a doubt. They're not getting cut under any circumstances. There you go. I don't know. We'll see.
And couldn't you see Ricky? I don't know if Ricky ever returned kicks? Has he ever done that?
I don't remember.
Wow, I could see him doing that. He's pretty fast, pretty cagey.
Because Ronnie drops the ball a few times, and it was a little bit of a screw up on special teams. We'll see. But fam, we got to go though.
Yeah.
Let me see us.
All right, Ronbo.
All right, Brian.
Well, yeah, okay. Appreciate you letting me talk to everybody. Everybody have a good night, okay?
You too, Brian. Appreciate you, fam.
Yeah.
Bye. Boss says Pearsall is Jenny's replacement. That's probably true, due to the monies involved between the two of them, too, which is really unfortunate. And Jennings is going to get paid somewhere. And he's going to get paid better. Man, I can't imagine what he's going to get paid. Hey, is it Dalvin Thomas? We lost Christmas Day and the Super Bowl. It's still, I know. Dalvin. Where's my ointment? Reopening old wounds. Oh, my God. Bethel. Thanks, Delvin.
Hey, Ronbo.
Hey, Bethel. Well, Bethel, John Lynch came in with that great smile of his and that all the confidence in the world when he talks. There's no way he'd be lying to me. And said that we're moving on. We're not concerned with making any more deals. We like the team we've got, and we're going to move forward. Did Don tell you the truth? Is he serious?
We don't know because sometimes they say one thing and then they do another thing.
You can tell usually when somebody's putting you on or not. I could never tell with John. And I did catch him in a lie. I think last year. I forgot what it was, but I remember John. Okay, you can't trust John anymore either, I guess. Kyle doesn't even say anything. Kyle would rather not say anything than start lying. You notice that?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah, because he doesn't have a good poker face.
Nah, Kyle, you can see right through Kyle. His emotions show up all over him.
Yeah. And then one thing is that the difference between Aiyuk contract and the Eagles contract, this is going to be his third year. So when they get him in his fourth year, they can't pick up his fifth year option because they already paid him with his new contract.
Hey.
And with Aiyuk, you got his fifth year option.
Hey, what year is his contract currently in?
This is his third. So he has one more to be his fourth year. So they can't pick up his fifth year option.
So they would need to deal with him next year.
Yes. They don't have to deal with him until the other, because it's going to be on his, next year is going to be on his fourth year.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't wait till his contract you can't wait till he walks. You got to get something for him.
Yeah. Yeah, so. No, and then another thing is that people don't realize is that, remember, you can't miss any games. If you do, you get fined. So.
Wait. Oh, you mean in the beginning?
Yes.
I saw something on X, or should I say Twitter. George Kittle, somebody threatened George, don't miss any games. You know what? Bethel, this team has gotten to the point now, you miss a game and a kid comes in that they drafted or picked up to be your second, comes in and does a good job.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could be in serious trouble. If 49ers are looking for any avenue they can find to move on from a big salary at this point, they have to. They have no choice.
Yeah. And then with the new rules of the kicking, somebody like Deebo or, somebody that's fast could take a lot of advantage. You don't know. There might be some games where they kick off and touchdown, because they can't do nothing until the guy catches the ball.
Right, they can't. Yeah, and you got a long start. Look for Gurindo.
Yes.
Deebo.
Yes.
Who else? Gurindo, Deebo, CMC, of course, and possibly Jordan. I wouldn't put Isaiah. Those four guys I see doing this.
Yeah, and the right receiver that we got, he actually ended up getting some touchdowns going all the way.
Cowing's fast.
Because of the speed he has, yeah.
We got people that can handle that spot. That's going to be interesting to see in preseason because they're going to run that format starting in preseason anywhere. That's going to be great.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think the running back that we picked up that's kind of fast, I think they want to do the same thing that they were doing with Hareem Mostert.
Yeah. Gurindo. Yeah, I can't wait to see him. I mean, the dude is the fastest dude in the draft. And he ain't nobody's weak. 200-something pounds of nothing but solid rock. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's, we'll see how, how everything adjusts.
Yeah, we will. Man. Because Kyle's already, because they thought these things out in advance. They've already got plans for everybody they picked up. And they've said as much. So it's going to be interesting to see how they're used. Because we're not. It's hard to guess what the 49ers are going to do.
Yeah. I think I heard somebody say that somebody that we picked up could be that he could be as good as Trent Williams.
I didn't read that article. I kept moving. Who was it? Were they talking about?
I seen it on YouTube. Somebody saying about it.
Okay. There's an article on it too.
Yeah.
I said, what?
Yeah, and
he could already be in camp now. Who are you talking about? You talking about Dominic P.
I didn't hear the name. I just heard one of the guys that we picked up.
Oh, that's the only guy I can think of. Yeah. He's a new guy we picked up. Oh, we got a couple of guys, on the practice squad. There's somebody in the practice squad that could equal Trent. I don't think so.
We actually, I don't know if it was the edge rusher or somebody, but we paid a good amount of money to get somebody undrafted.
No, that's that nose tackle that goes 3+.
Yeah.
300+ pounds. He's fast, from what I understand. We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got guaranteed money.
Yeah. So, he's going to, either get a spot.
They want to keep it.
I remember, didn't we pay somebody in our offense last time with a lot of money? And
cut him?
We kept them the practice squad, I think.
Oh, I don't know. I was thinking about that quarterback that Brock sent home. Pooney. Kenny, thanks. I don't know. All I know is if that kid, Chris Kasurik probably had something to do with bringing him over here because Kasurik has a lot to do with the defensive lineman. They go through him now to make sure it's okay with him. So Chris must see something he likes in that kid. He's big.
Yeah.
He's huge. So we're going to see. Kind of reminds you of a little heavier version of Javon Kinlaw.
Yeah.
We're going to find out. Jake Brittle's going to find out, too.
Yeah.
Jake, you can do it, Jake. Hold him down. Hold him down, Jake.
So preseason is going to be something good to watch to see how a lot of these rookies do.
Yeah. I want to see how Jair Brown progresses from last year. Ronnie Bell, can he please hold on to the ball this year? Could Danny Gray suddenly bust out and stop doing the things wrong that he's been doing wrong and not leave in preseason? Shoulder! All right, listen, Dan, that's fine. We've got some paperwork for you to fill out, and we'll just go ahead and call it a day. Because Danny, I think he's not blocking Bethel. That's got to be it. Bill Walsh, this has been a thing since he was there. Now, if you're not going to block, you're not going to play for me. That's the way it is for wide receivers. This is not a diva-driven team. Everybody works.
Yeah.
So, anyway,
we'll
find out.
So we'll see what happens.
We'll find out. Tell you what, Bethel, let me see you Sunday, fam. All right?
All right.
I haven't talked to you in a while. Good to hear from you.
Hit the like and let's go Niners.
Thanks, Bethel.
All right.
It's Tony. Oh, that's good. Tony, I'm glad you're here. Tony, come on in. ATL.
Ronbo, good evening.
Val, I'm sorry, man. You guys, if somebody, you know what you do? Just say attention, put attention, copy and paste what they said, and we'll go back and get them. Because I'm trying to watch you talk. Also, production's busy. So if there's any a-holes getting loose, let me know. Copy and paste what they did and throw it on me. And I have no problem for giving them the heave-ho. You know this, all right? Trolls, I'm telling you, man, you guys, boy, you're walking on real thin ice if you want to hang out. If you're having fun and want to continue to do so, watch it. Tony, come on in, man.
Ronbo, those trolls are never going to learn.
Man, unbelievable. But, Tony?
Never going to learn.
Tony, listen. You know,
how you doing, Ronbo?
Doing great. How you doing?
Pretty good, Ronbo. We got a couple NFL news, a little bit of NFL news today. Not much, but a couple things.
All right.
Heard about Odell Beckham, right?
Yeah, I know. I always laugh. Odell's his traveling band show. Yeah, in Miami.
I'm laughing at the Miami Dolphins.
What are they
Ain't
doing?
no way
Right?
in the hell I'm gonna pay him $8.5 million for 1
Oh,
year. That's stupid.
I didn't even read the deal. I just
$8.5
laughed because he was going to Miami. I didn't read any details because I'm tired. Every year, OBJ's going somewhere. It gets boring.
Well, he's not going to get any balls. They already deep at receiver. They drafted 2 others in the 6th and 7th round. But you got Devontae Smith. You got Tyreek Hill. They just signed John Lynch Smith, the former tight end of the Falcons. He had 700 yards. He ain't going to get no catches. It'll be a good depth piece, but if somebody get hurt, but
you said 8.5 mil.
8.5 mil. Ronbo, they just throwing the money away.
I didn't know they had all that excessive cash. So, good luck with that.
Yeah. But Ronbo, remember I told you about that undrafted free agent y'all signed?
Which one?
The running back from Missouri. I know you like the running back from Louisville, Isaac.
Yeah, isn't his name Drake?
Is it Isaac Guarino?
Guarindo, yeah, I do like him. Yeah.
Guarindo, yeah. But the running back that y'all signed, that's an undrafted free agent. I have that kid's name. Ronbo, he was the 6th-rated running back in the draft. I don't know why he didn't get drafted. Cody Schrader.
Running backs don't get any real respect anymore, you know? That's part of that.
Yeah.
Where's that listing? Okay, here we go. I got he is Drake Nugent. No, that's a center. Running back Cody Schrader.
Cody Schrader out of Missouri, yep. Got over 5,441 yards, career rushing yards in college, Ronbo.
How many years was he there?
Well, he was there, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years. The first year he didn't play, 2018, 2019, he had 605 yards.
2020 COVID year.
Yeah.
Hey.
2020, 390 yards.
How old is he?
He had that 2,000-yard season, and he had this past year he had 1,627 yards, Ronbo.
The program in Missouri, who's the quarterback?
I couldn't tell you.
I'm wondering.
Missouri's are
they a run-heavy team?
They're a middle-of-the-line program.
All right. Missouri, well, down through the years, they used to be good. Cody Schrader, how old is he, though, now?
24.
Well, that's not bad.
Yep. But he had that 2,000-yard season. He had 1,600 yards this season, past season. So, and matter of fact, one of the bloggers said this is a good fit for the Niners. He needs to stay close to Christian McCaffrey because he does play just like him. Go and look at him on YouTube, and you'll see what I'm
I can't wait now because if I got
guy can catch, he can run.
You know, I already see the running back room already now. If Schrader's all you say he is, Schrader,
yes,
Guarindo, CMC. They might take a 4th guy, but they usually don't. Everybody we've seen this year outside of those CMC could be in serious trouble.
I think Elijah Mitchell's in serious trouble as far as being on the roster. These 2 new guys y'all got.
Yeah, and he can't stay on the field anyway. And also, Jordan Mason, I really don't think Kyle likes him. There were many times he could have inserted Jordan Mason.
I was talking about that earlier. Jordan Mason's a dog, man. I don't know why y'all don't use him more. Like you said, it's Kyle Shanahan.
Well, maybe you have to have just one element out of your game missing. If you ever fumble the ball, you'll never get out of Kyle's doghouse. And if you don't block, Kyle probably doesn't even talk to you if he passes you in the hallways of Santa Clara. Kyle's he's a tough guy.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy if he likes you. But if Kyle has no feeling for you, you're not going to be there long.
And Ronbo, NFL Network, they were showing it. Pearsall's kind of a stud. He had a great Senior Bowl.
Oh, he's tough.
He had a great combine, which I didn't know. He ran a 4.4 at the combine. I didn't know that.
And as I say, fast. He runs great routes. And Tony, can you imagine
fast.
running right up the gut into a defense, right into the hurricane's eye? That dude jumped up and grabbed a one-hash pass and kept right on step, and they knocked the bejesus out of him, but he held the ball. I says, I didn't know about this, y'all. I said weird things when we drafted him, but I'm through. I've got no problem with that. I really wish I could have got an offensive lineman, but I'll take him. So we'll see.
Yep. Yeah, and I'm very happy with our defensive lineman we're drafting. And I heard you guys talking earlier. I don't know why people are giving our draft a D. I give our draft a B.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I didn't give it an A is because of that second-round pick. But a lot of people like him. Aurora out of Clemson. Yeah, because we could have took Newton. Washington stabbed with the very next pick. But I love the defensive lineman that we took in this draft.
Tony, your draft, there's nothing wrong with your draft. It's Penix. If you didn't have Kirk and you would have drafted Penix, you guys probably would have won the draft this year. As it is, that's just bothering some people to death.
That's what people don't understand.
Yeah.
People that they want that first round pick now. I get it. We've had quarterback problems, which I just told you about the last couple shows. That was a future pick.
I know.
So, they're really high. I didn't know y'all had another undrafted free agent. He's supposed to be one of the steals of the undrafted free agent signings.
Evan
y'all
Anderson.
Got Drake Newton out of Michigan.
Oh, Drake Newton, yeah. One of the best centers in the game as far as college ranks go.
Didn't get drafted, but he's a Niner now.
Yeah. Quarterback Tanner Mordecai. Nothing but good things said about him.
Yeah.
And then there's Tariq Owens. You know what? I'm not gonna laugh at the legacy babies. It's too bad that your name is Tariq Owens. I feel bad for him because now you have a standard to maintain it. You're never going to be able to do. Jerry Rice's kid, same thing. I could be wrong, but I doubt it. And they've got to come in, and people are going to be looking at him. You look at LeBron James' kid. Bronny's going to come in the NBA. Oh, that's going to be really, that's going to be really rough. So man,
y'all took Terrell Owens' kid, huh?
Yeah.
Oh boy, the pressure's going to be on.
Oh, all of them. John Lynch likes him. And he says, "Yeah, I looked at him. There was something familiar about that when he runs with that gait. Kind of reminds me of his dad."
Jerry Rice's kid has a chance to make Chargers though, because remember they let Mike Williams go. They traded I forgot his name, the one receiver to the Bears, and they got the first round pick from last year. And they drafted 2 receivers, including Jerry Rice's kid this year. He's got a chance to make that team.
He's a
7th round pick.
Yeah, I want to see them all make it. Actually, I hope. We got to police the station here. Brian, specifically tell me who's taking shots at Nikita. I'll want to know. But yeah, they all those legacies have a chance to make it, I guess, and I want to see them make it. So it gets a little crazy because they're under a spotlight. Anyway, Tony, we're going to go.
Yep, that center, though.
All right. Oh, yeah, the center. I'm looking for Evan Anderson, defensive tackle. I can't wait to see if he pans out. They paid him big money, and he hasn't even played on the practice field yet.
Yeah, we got a defensive tackle in the 6th round, Diane Logue out of Georgia.
What does he look like?
So I'm looking for him to play the nose position, the backup.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be a third stringer to David Onyemata. Third stringer right now.
I just want to, if these guys can stop the run, is all I want to know. You ain't got to do nothing else. I got plenty of pass rushers. Can you plug that middle up? Don't get blown up by the center. You got to stop that. Anyway, Tony, we're gonna go. I'm gonna see you Sunday as we always do. Looking for you. See what I did there?
Ronbo, always a pleasure. And Ronbo, you had me laughing when you called Nick the Weasel Wright a clown earlier tonight.
God, he's annoying. I mean,
I know, man. Weasel in a suit.
Dude is just he lives off the threat. Nick likes it. He likes the abuse. People have talked about Nick. He talks about some of the things he hears that actually hit a nerve on occasion. Okay, let's say goodbye to this. This must be the guy. Let's say goodbye to this from Radio Sport here. All right. Good night. young Montana. That's it. Live your life being a complete jerk. It looks good on you. All right.
Same bums. Same old bums.
All right. All right. Hey,
Rambo, I will see you
Sunday,
sir. I know
right.
production's going to cut you short.
All right.
And there's always a pleasure talking to you, Rambo.
I tell you what, I can't wait till Sunday to talk to you. Night, Tony.
Yes, sir. Take care.
You too. It is time to bring in the head of the Dragon Clan. He is Papa Dragon.
Ronbo, what is going on? Where in the heck do I start?
I know, right?
Ronbo,
Pop, I know you got many angles. Jump right on in there any way you want to.
Here.
Where's my popcorn? I'll just sit back and listen. All right.
Where is I just you know where I want to start? I want to start with calling people out on this show for having an opinion. Okay, Ronbo. Have I ever called out anybody on this show for having an opinion?
No, in fact, you're usually the guy who's getting hit with the opinions, and you respond nicely at times, very nicely.
No. So let's talk about 49er Brian and the hopelessness, optimistic dribble that he puts on air here on your show. He doesn't provide solutions. He doesn't talk about facts. And his idea of a fact is, well, the only thing that I don't like about Shanahan is Jordan Mason. Why doesn't he play?
Pop.
Jordan Mason is not the reason we lost 2 Super Bowls.
That's a good point.
At the top of that list is ownership and the head coach. That's why. Ownership and the head coach is the reason, because they don't take ownership for anything. Winning is okay. Winning is okay as long as you win. But if you don't win the Super Bowl, it's okay. I'm okay with losing the Super Bowl. You see, 49er Brian, when you put my name in your mouth and you don't know me, it's quite frustrating. Because what you call negative, like you want to talk about, Hurd or Grant Cohn, you don't mention Lombardi, because Lombardi says the same crap that you basically say, except for one thing. I can listen to Lombardi and learn something.
Yeah,
he may be very optimistic,
yeah,
but you'll learn something. I would rather listen to Tony from Atlanta talk about the Falcons, who I don't care a thing about, than listen to 2 seconds of you talk, because I don't learn nothing.
Now, Pop,
and I like to learn.
Now, Pop, this is not you don't usually come and do this, though. I mean, you usually roll off once. You're Mr. Turn the Other Cheek. What's going on here? Wait a minute.
I'm not turning the other cheek this time, Ronbo. I'm not, because again, if your only problem with Shanahan is Mason, Jordan, I have no problem at all with 49ers Brian. I really don't.
Okay.
Unless he puts my name in his mouth.
Pop, hold on.
If he puts my name in his mouth on the air,
Pop,
and you lump me with a group of people, and then you prejudge me based on a couple of other people who have different opinions than my own.
Pop,
yeah.
Time out. Listen, I'm going to put in production. Find Tribe and just randomly throw a Jim Everett out. Just, it doesn't matter which one it is. Find Tribe, let him go, and Jim Everett, okay? Both guys. I'm tired of reading. Yeah, okay. Go ahead, Pop.
Like, I never said, and then the argument is, oh, well, if you fire Shanahan, who are you going to hire? That's the most ridiculous
Pop,
argument.
I really wish we need to spend a whole show on that. I do need to know if I'm getting rid of Shanahan. Now, who am I going to bring in, though? That's the only thing that concerns me. Because the program is solid, but we've come up short. But I don't want to just get rid of him and come up with nobody who's not even come up short.
Okay. All right. Here's the deal. If you know how to run a football franchise, you can find a head coach.
Well,
what you just can't arbitrarily find is a quarterback.
Yeah.
You understand? You can't arbitrarily find that. And the reality is, if Brock Purdy wasn't here, would Shanahan be here anyway? We don't know. It's likely he would be, because I believe that Jerry York loves Shanahan. He loves the synergy. He loves the fact that Shanahan he loves the fact that Shanahan allows him to interfere with the players and the team chemistry. He loves the fact that he can finance a trip to Cabo with just the best his favorite little players, his little clique crew of people, some of whom don't do a damn thing.
I bet they eat good.
Right? Who don't do hardly anything, and they're in Cabo, where the rest of the people are back home. He doesn't have a problem with the fact that Brandon Aiyuk shows up every single season, not in just shape, but better shape. He improves every single year.
That's why I know they're not getting rid of him. Big Show, I'm telling you, Brandon Aiyuk will be here when the dust settles. But go ahead.
No, if it was me, I wouldn't get rid of him. Just because he exemplifies what you want a 49er to be.
Absolutely.
Him, Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah.
Right? Now, if there's one thing I can't agree with Brian is probably about Deebo, but I've been saying this since forever. Okay, that Deebo is an entitled little fatty. He's a very dangerous football player. He's a very dangerous football player. But when you're entitled and you're not challenged, and you show up out of shape, often injured, you're not improving your route running, and you get a captain's logo on your chest when you go to Cabo, that's why this football team is not winning championships. This football team should have won at least 2 or 3 championships during this tenure. They've had the best team in the league. Every year they get favored by Vegas to win the whole thing. And like before, and like I predicted, and it was not me being negative, it was me being truthful. I'm like, look, 49ers are going to lose this game by about 3 points, and it's going to be because of the decisions that Shanahan makes. It has nothing to do with Mason. How about game management? How about not running the ball when you should run the ball on the left side? Okay? How about knowing overtime rules? How about showing up to the press conference drunk? That's what I'm talking about, 49 Brian.
You need a drink after those games.
I don't give 2 shits about Jordan Mason. If he can't get on the field, this is NFL. There's a reason you can't get on the field. Either your pass protection is terrible or you make too many mistakes. And guess what? Check off both those boxes for Jordan Mason. That's why he doesn't play.
I figured as much about the run blocking. I figured about the pass protection, I thought.
Pass blocking. Pass pro. In Shanahan's offense, you have to block. If you're going to be a receiver, you have to block. You have to block. That's what when I sat there and I said to myself, and this is a true story, I sat there and said, hey, Slick Rick was the second receiver on my list because that's the only receiver I can see Shanahan trusting. And in third, behind him was McCaffrey, who went a whole round earlier than forecasted. Didn't Ricky go a whole round earlier than forecasted? Yes. I also said that this pick is a good pick, but this draft will be judged on the second pick. If they can move up, aggressively get one of those guys that they wanted to improve the offensive line, there'd be how much less hate would be here if they got a offensive lineman in the second round and traded up for him.
We'd have to see. We'll have to wait and see at least, and feel optimistic if he's at a pick. But by the way,
I'm just saying,
Pop, you've been addressed. Brian says you gave no solutions per usual.
Gave no solutions. It's not my job to give solutions. I talk situations, and I have given solutions before. You know what I said a couple of years ago? I said, you know what? I would trade Shanahan, okay, and I would have kept D'Amico as the coach.
Oh,
did I not say that?
I need to go back and find that program, so we could put that and capsulize that and put it in. But okay.
No, I got receipts, dog. I did say that, but I also said I would not fire Shanahan. I never said that.
Yeah.
I said I'd trade him. I would trade him in a heartbeat because for some reason, he is a brilliant coach. I see his plays get copied all the time. People always take people from his coaching staff. He is not some terrible person or a terrible coach. Yeah. He's a terrible leader, and he doesn't make adjustments in game. Yeah. He doesn't make adjustments in game, Ronbo. You got to be able to do that. You got to be able to say, you know what, this ain't working. We're doing something else.
Arians does it.
His way of adjustments is, okay, we're going to pass first down, second down, third down, first down, second down, third down. And all of a sudden, you just pass the ball 8 times out of 11.
Let me ask you this, though. Coaches like Arians, not Belichick so much, but some coaches do win a lot. They actually confide in their players and ask them if they have any suggestions. I mean, Patrick and company come over there and tell Bruce, Arians all the time, if this doesn't happen, then I'm going to do this. And Arians says, fine. I that's what I read. I said, well, that's special. But anyway.
Well, Every scenario is different, and I think one of the main things is that the quarterback brain of the 49ers is Shanahan. He doesn't allow his quarterbacks to run hurry up. He doesn't allow them to audible or change plays at the line of scrimmage outside of the plays that they can choose. He doesn't run the hurry up offense at all. It's the key to this is Brock Purdy.
Yeah,
it's Brock Purdy. That's the key to everything.
That could change though. Let's see if Brock Purdy gets some maturity behind him, and because I think Shannon likes him to that degree. We got to go though, Papa. Way over. Right. So I'll see you Sunday. Okay. Always good stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'd love to see you on Sunday. I hope to be there. But I just wanted to end this by saying this. I don't know Show personally, and I don't know Jaden personally, but I do understand their frustrations. I really do.
Yeah.
Big Show has offered more to this show than most people. It's because at least he researches things and he says certain things.
He comes in with a package. And he's always prepared.
And all I'm saying is that if you tell someone the truth, either you can handle it or you can't. And that's all there is to it.
All I can see is Jack Nicholson.
God damn it, Papa. Yo, PD, you make me want to check my ass into rehab.
Bob, we gotta go. Jack's been waiting, Bob. We're 5 minutes over, Bob. Let me see you Sunday.
All right,
fam.
All right, shout out to you, Jack. Shout out to the Niner Nation. Shout out to Big Show, Jalen, Tony, 49er Brian, Chill Pill Phil, Ellis, Sharon, our mom, Evan, Mountain Girl, Dark One, Fish Sandwich, Frank, and Emilio. All right, man, we out.
All right, Bob. Best of the family. All right, Jack. Get in here.
Here I am, just waking up to a peaceful, nice, spring British day, and I'm hearing all this blasphemous stuff, Ronbo. Can a man enjoy his black coffee, no sugar and no milk, just straight black coffee without anybody making his glucose levels go high?
Listen,
without sugar?
Jack. One question though: is that freshly ground beans?
That's freshly ground beans, organic coffee, folks, because there's more pesticides and stuff in your coffee that you don't know about.
Oh, and anybody who doesn't know, I can send you a link on that. I know.
Yeah.
But
me and Ronbo are starting a side hustle for organic coffee with Ronbo's face on it.
Is that a coffee bean?
Yeah. No, but listen, man. This is the thing you guys don't get, man, and that's what's blasphemous to me. Early in the morning is that okay? They're learning from what they did, Ronbo, with DeForest Buckner. What did they do with DeForest Buckner? They let him go and said, "Oh, there's another dancing bear." Kinlaw, and that didn't work out. Oh. So they're learning from their mistakes. So what are they doing now? They're getting two phenom wide receivers and saying, we're not going to trade them right off the bat just in case it doesn't work out or they get injured. We're going to let this play out and let them learn from these all-pros. Right. And then as the season wears on and people are like drooling over Deebo and saying, you know what, maybe midway through, and we're like, damn, we don't need Deebo right now. Pearsall or Cowan is really balling out. Maybe we'll get a first-round pick from somebody drooling like the Jets or maybe D'Amico or somebody else. I don't know. But yeah, we're going to let this thing play out, man.
I agree.
So
I kind of
like
garbage
what they're doing,
soon.
Ronbo.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah.
Let Ricky show us that he can take that job before you say, Deebo, you got to go. What? Season just started. I know, but we got somebody we think will be a little cheaper and every bit as effective. It's a business, bro. Don't take it personal. I don't want that. Let's see if he can do it first.
Everybody is replaceable, and if the price is right, man, like you just said, it's a business. And that's why we got Garendo, too, because, McCaffrey's going to be some type of way and say, I'm the best player on this damn team, offense, or whatever you want to call it, and I should be deserving of the highest paycheck. Which he should really, but that's the running back budget at the moment. That salaries that they're being paid. But if he comes around and says that, we got a guy like Garendo that I think is going to really gel in the system, Ronbo. And the last time we drafted somebody that ran a 4.3 speed type of running back was what's his name? That's injured often. God damn! I just woke up.
No.
Who's the team?
Mitchell.
Who's our Mitchell? Mitchell, yeah.
Mitchell, you know what's so funny about him,
he's
though?
bigger than Mitchell.
That speed never is on display. You see him shoot the gaps really quickly, but as far as getting loose into the backfield and jetting downfield, I've seen him do that one time early on.
Yeah.
But he's got speed.
Yeah, he got speed. Yeah, he got speed, and it just hits that hole, and he goes. There goes. You got to finish it. There goes Isaac. Hey, man, I'm just waking up.
Hey, you know what? He's tough.
Y'all have a lovely. I'm telling you, they're going to be chanting his name, baby. Just stay tuned. It might not be the first half. It might be the second half, but you guys will be saying, there goes Isaac Gorendo. They're going to be shouting his name somehow, some way.
You got to put some attitude on it. Gorendo!
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. I see
Dave.
There you go. David, thank you. David, is it Cinco de Mayo is coming, because I was struggling a few minutes ago with the holidays.
Yeah.
Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and Mother's Day is next weekend. I never forget Mother's Day. I do remember. I don't know how I got them crossed out. Yeah.
But don't forget today, your boy from Modesto, California. And what's Modesto known mostly for? Not just Colin Kaepernick down the road and Deron Bland, but Star Wars, baby, and Gallo One. No. Star Wars, George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars from Modesto, and today is May the 4th. So May the 4th be with you.
I forgot about May the 4th be with you. That's right. Oh, God, I wish I would have said it. Forgot about that.
May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. May the 4th be with you. And happy Cinco de Mayo to all my Latinos, Mexicanos around the globe, baby. Let's go. Let's get it, baby. There goes Isaac
Gorendo! Can't wait to be able to say that. There you go. God, that'd be so
Adios,
awesome.
Ronbo. Adios, amigo.
Adios. Have a nice chat, Jack. Dave. Jack just started his day. He's in his coffee. That's right, morning coffee. All right. Yeah, David in the UK having to correct me on these May the 4th tomorrow. What is... That's right, UK's... I don't know what day they're on. Where are we now? Fam, we're going to go ahead and say good night, lullaby. Fam, one thing, though, Papa Dragon doesn't bring up, we probably should be a little more polite when we're commenting on others' opinions. You know, there's no point being... You know what? It makes for fun banter. All right? But, Anyway, fam, I'll see you Sunday. And just have a wonderful weekend. And don't forget to subscribe so you can get those notifications to you, okay? Thanks for the contributions, fam. Always appreciated. I'll see you Sunday. Ooh.